Hey y'all, I'm sorry. I'm trying to be y'all internet savvy. You know how that go. Hey Deanna, do y'all think I'm improperly dressed? Like, do you think I need to go somewhere professional before she come? Like, do you think I need to like go somewhere else? Or do you think I need to get out of bed? You think I'm gonna make a bad impression if I show up like this? No, okay. I know you'll let me know. Okay, great. Okay, great. I was thinking the same, but I didn't know. I changed clothes like 3 times. I was like, oh no, I don't want to do too much. I don't want to not do enough. I don't know. Okay. I did bring my notebook. I guess she'll let us know. I ate that. Very sensual. I got colorful pens and a notebook. Did anybody else bring a notebook? With her, she'll have you thumbing through the Bible, girl. She'll have you thumbing through the Bible. we talking about sensuality. I know. Go to Psalms. You'll be like, we talking about sensuality. Hey, Tan. Y'all, Tan in here. Giving us our lives, girl. Literally in 32 pages. Girl. I sent it to her. Lord help us. I hope she. Let me see. Let me try texting it. Oh no. Oh, let me check. You ready? No? Okay. Oh no. Hey, darling. Oh, she's here. Okay. I'm ready because I've been studying how to do this like a lady. I'm not gonna have you down in that corner. When we have proper guests in this house, when we have guests in our house, we treat them like royalty. We don't have them sit in a box at the bottom of the screen, girl. Okay, let's see. Okay, that's not the one. Hold on.
Good
She
evening.
said, you said what?
I said good evening.
Oh, good evening. I'm trying to find the settings so I can bring, because I don't want you to be all the way. You want to be just down there in the corner like that?
Um, it doesn't matter. Whatever
Oh,
works
okay.
for you.
I didn't know if you was
Um,
like, if you wasn't
Let
dressed
me
to
see. I'm gonna
be
turn
up
my
here.
camera on. Let me see something. Can you see me?
No. Sorry, y'all. We doing what
Okay.
we need to be doing.
It
Oh,
turns my
shit.
camera on, but then it keeps turning it back off. It keeps saying you'll connect using audio only.
Co-host. Ugh.
Okay.
Oh no.
I think it's something you have to do that
Settings. Let's see.
allow me to or maybe when I go in the corner.
Let's see. Y'all, please excuse us. We should have came in here at like 5:45 and did this. Sorry.
It's okay.
Live recordings. Moderators. Marked. Hear your voice. Comment settings. I don't know. Y'all. Oh my God. I don't know. And I waste some water to ask about this.
Hold on. Let me see.
Do anybody in the comments know? Do any of y'all know how to do so that we can? I done pull.
Here I go.
Okay, there you go. Well, let's do it
Hello.
like this. Okay,
We
let's
did
do it like this then.
it.
Y'all good with this? Keisha, you back? Keisha, you back? Thank you for coming back. Cause I've been thinking about you all afternoon, girl.
Welcome to the sanctuary.
Welcome.
I'm so excited. I have been preparing for this. I hope y'all have y'all notebooks because it's time to go to work. Okay? Yes, and y'all fine too. Y'all are our reflections. All of y'all is fine too.
What I do with my pens?
So, lady's gonna get her a pen. We're gonna let her
Got
get
'em.
go get you another one if you need to. It's
I have
no
three.
rush.
I have three.
Everything is aligned.
Oh, you're right. Let me
Everything is
chill
good. We
out.
got plenty of time.
We
Ladies,
look
I
good.
invite you to pour
Exclusiveness.
up yourself some wine
Oh, I'm supposed to be
or a
drinking everything.
mocktail if that's your groove. You know,
My period juice.
sit back and enjoy the ride.
Yeah, I
Okay.
like it like this because I feel like I'm with y'all. Like this is I like this. Keisha, I'm
We're
so
about
glad you
to
came
go for
back.
a
Okay.
ride. Okay.
You said what?
And so, lady, is there anything you want to say to kind of open it up or bridge between, what y'all have been talking about or kind of what brought you to this moment? I definitely want to honor you.
Don't be
by
scared,
allowing you to do
Keisha.
that.
Don't be scared, Keisha. Don't be scared. Okay. So earlier today, it was like foreplay. Is it hearts going through the thing? That is so cute. I'm on task. Okay. We talking about a lot of things, girl, but it was very much foreplay because we realized some of us are very, we very involved with ourselves, girl. Some of us are very involved with ourselves, and some of us are like, how you do that?
Yeah. Yeah. I get it. Because I've been both.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. We're
So
going to
we
talk
was
about all
literally
of
in the
that.
middle. Yeah, she said, so Keisha came in. Tell her, Keisha, you the perfect person to just talk to her, Keisha.
She's not
Please.
comfortable. I got it. It's the reason why. And I'm going to go right into it. Because let me tell y'all what tonight is going to be about. First, it's about removing shame. Okay? A lot of what we deal with when it comes to pleasure and blockages is shame. Things that are put on us from a child, as women, as girls. We're going to be reclaiming pleasure. Okay? Keisha said the live is glitching real bad on her end. Is it glitching for anyone else? I hope not. I don't think so.
No, okay.
Okay.
Keisha, go in the bathroom. Keisha,
Okay.
go outside.
Yes, go where you can get some good.
Keisha, you can't be glitching today. We reclaiming what?
Reclaiming pleasure.
Pleasure. Ooh.
And the biggest thing is we are remembering who romance really belongs to.
Thank you. I'm going to have to be quiet. Mute me.
No, you don't need to be quiet, girl. This is a collaboration.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
So let me say, at any time, if you feel like you want to add on to something I'm saying, please let me know. Because that's how the magic happens, Like, you feel inspired, be inspired. Ladies, if it's something you want us to talk about deeper, please let me know in the comments. If I miss it, lady will get it. But we're here for you this evening because this is a safe space.
Keisha. We lost Keisha.
Uh-oh.
Well,
I know Cozy.
Hey, Miss Madam C. Hey, Miss. Okay, she out here. Okay.
Okay. Yes, Keisha's back. So, like I said, the first thing we want to talk about as we go into romanticizing the goddess within is releasing shame. And this is something that I'm doing on my own right now, too. I'm releasing shame, okay? Because shame is not natural. And let that sit. Okay? It's not natural. It's taught, it's transmitted, and it's used to control women's bodies. And so people who try to shame us make us feel bad about choices that we made. It often shows up like this. I should have known better. I've had too many partners. I gave my body to the wrong person. Okay? But this shame doesn't belong to you. So You can drop it right now. It doesn't belong to you. It belongs to religious misuse, the misuse of religion, right? It's supposed to be used to grant us atonement, get closer to the Most High. But what it does mostly is a lot of times suppress feminine energy, make the woman feel that at creation she did something wrong and therefore lives subservient to patriarchal conditioning, which is what this shame also belongs to. Patriarchal conditioning. And it also comes from men benefiting from women feeling less than. So we have to start by first removing that shame. Okay? That is the first thing, because if we're going to go deep with the layers, we can even go to our mamas. And we weren't really taught to talk to our mothers about what happened with them, what kind of womb imprint they have, what they went through, okay? Which affects us. Or our grandmothers. Some of our grandmothers gave birth to 12, 13 children. What kind of womb wisdom do you think she has? What kind of things do you think she can tell you?
Hold on. This was a good question, girl. She said, can you elaborate on men benefiting from women feeling less than? I got one on the tip of my tongue. We was just talking about it earlier. Please go.
I can elaborate, definitely. Men, they benefit because, for one, they weaponize a woman's need to be chosen, to be loved, to want some attention. So they can come in understanding the way that society has conditioned us from the time we were watching Disney movies with princesses and giving baby dolls and being taught to be domesticated and promise you the world. And many of us have gotten caught up in the fairy tales, in the romance that they pretend to have because they siphon it from us. A lot of times you're attracted to a man, or he's telling you things that he learned from another woman. And unfortunately, too, I'll go even deeper. Some sons, their mothers teach them really good game. Their mothers teach them how to manipulate women. So men grow up in a society that teaches them how to manipulate women to get, as I have to say, smacks from women, to get favor from women, to be in proximity to women. How come when a man gets money, any powerful man, he has multiple women around him? Always. Multiple beautiful women. It adds to his allure. Don't nobody want to see you by yourself, bruh. Nobody wants to see you. So powerful men know that they need women around them, and they keep women around them. But men benefit from just you being there. And we will talk about that more, and how, roles have really been reversed. Because let's look at any part of nature where men have to audition to even mate with the female species. But here we are as women performing, jumping through hoops when a man just expresses interest. Mm-hmm. Yes, Lady Fierce, they do feed off our energy.
Can I go?
Please.
Earlier, we was getting red because my laptop's supposed to be charging and it's not. I want to read this text. Hold on. I need to read this text message to you. I was trying to let me just pause and go out right. Yes, I want to quote her exactly, and I thought my laptop was gonna be up and it's not. Hold on. Can I pause?
Got some mood music. Oh, girl. Oh, Miss Leisha Pisha, this just the beginning, baby. We just getting started. We about to pull them layers back like an onion. That's what I was thinking. We do need to record it. It really does need to be recorded. I'm about to record it. Because this does need to be recorded, most definitely. This is...
I can't find a text message, but basically she was talking about how if you be having sex and you're not in touch with your sensuality, you only laying there for a man's pleasure. Girl! You just laying there all naked and ashamed. Naked and ashamed, girl. And he fucking the shit out of you.
Naked and afraid. He getting his
shit together. And you just laying there.
Because stigmatization is a real thing. A real illness that many women suffer from. And
we call them cockhounds in this house.
I mean, just straight stigmatized. Can't think right. Can't move right. Because listen, I always say poom poom is powerful. But that wand, that phallus, that's powerful too. And we will talk about that as well. And like Lady said, laying there for a man's pleasure. Most of us have only learned sensuality and pleasure to please a man. We didn't learn it to please ourselves.
Especially if we have been taken.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yes. Oh, amen.
We yes. Kind of paused it, Keisha. You didn't miss much. And I put it on YouTube. I heard y'all. I put it on YouTube.
What's a CH, Leisha Pisha?
A cockhound, girl. That's
Listen. It's okay to be in recovery. This is recovery. I have helped many women get out of recovery. Let me tell y'all, years ago, these messages were not received in the same way they are now. I was very popular on Twitter, and I talked about how a woman's sensuality with a man has to be tied to how he treats her, how he makes her feel, what her mind does. She will find herself blocked if she is not getting that treatment. And men didn't get mad, women did. You understand? Because the spell is so deep. Because so many women only think that their body is for a man's pleasure. Yes, that's what religion tells you. Yes, that's what your mama might have told you. Yes, that's what your grandmama might have told you. Yes, many of us deal with male-centered women. Many of us are victims of male-centered women in our family who have chosen men over us. So sometimes that's what we see. That's what we think is normal, but it is not. And those women, most of them, a lot of women are not even getting the pleasure that they need in that relationship by this person that they're standing by. 3 minutes is a good night. Mm-hmm. You understand? And wanting, Jesus, the survival, being in survival mode is what makes you a ride or die. Is what makes you feel like you got to stick by all of that.
Oh, y'all know y'all. Ooh, it's no tapping. Y'all not tapping. Y'all gonna embarrass me.
Oh, they good. We good. We just getting started, baby. This is the first layer.
Because Camellia gonna come in here. It won't let them. Oh, maybe that's what's going. Did you put hearts on the screen?
I did. Do I need to take them off?
No, I'm just asking because I'm trying to figure out why they say it won't let people tap.
Oh, let me see something. Let me see. Let me do this one. Hold on. Oh no, we don't want that. Well, that.
Hey, Chad, D. Gray.
Okay. This one is good. Now we'll be able to see him. Okay. We did hearts in the beginning for self-love. Okay. So speaking of self-love, like I'm gonna just tell y'all, I live what I'm saying. Okay. Right now, I do have one of these candles burning. This is a candle that I'm burning that I done dressed. I have sent Lady a candle as well, but this is a smaller candle I'm burning for the removal of shame as it relates to who I am as a woman. And I have an affirmation that I think we all should know. We should all say as we're removing shame. Nothing about my body is wrong. And I'll repeat it. I'm going to say it first and I'll repeat it so y'all can get it if y'all want to. Nothing about my body is wrong. Nothing about my desire is wrong. The only thing that was wrong was me being taught to disconnect from myself.
Yeah.
So the first is nothing about my body is wrong. Nothing. Okay? They shame us about our bodies from the beginning. Either you got too much up here or you don't got enough. Either you got too much back there or you don't got enough. Okay? No matter what you look like, no matter what you do, if you 30 and you childless and you getting money, oh, you bitter. If you 30 and you got 2 children and you change your life, you a baby mama, you broken. You can't win with these projections. So you have to build yourself up into what you are. You're not a single mother. You're a matriarch. It's all in. We have to stop tying our identity to how we relate to these men. Okay. And the thing is about shame, no matter what men want to say, is that we learn through experience, not purity. Experience is the best teacher. Okay, back to this affirmation. Nothing about my body is wrong. Nothing about
that's why I be telling y'all them truck drivers be legendary dick slangers like that. Them truck drivers be fucking y'all through the mattress like that because they got tons and tons.
Mm-hmm. Did you mute yourself? She said she.
We going on a field trip. I'm sorry. This is early for me. My people still terrorizing me.
Okay, I got you. Okay, you good. No, say less. Say less. Okay, so nothing about my body is wrong. Nothing about my desire is wrong. The only thing that was wrong, ladies, was that we were taught to disconnect from ourselves.
Thank you. See you tomorrow. I'm on
She's
task.
such a Southern belle. She is such a Southern belle.
What happened?
I'm just talking about you.
Oh.
You're such you have such great hospitality.
I
Southern
do.
belle.
I feel like such a rude bitch.
No. You're real. And that's why people relate to you. Because this is your real life. You speaking from the heart. They know it. You in there with your family. You understand? It's authentic.
Okay. Mm-hmm. I'm for real this time. Okay, I feel like I'm okay. We only at 6:30. We're not taking up too much of your time.
Girl, I told y'all got me for hours. So I done set aside time.
Okay, great. Okay, we on task. We have
listen. The goddess does not apologize for her hunger. You supposed to want that, girl. Okay.
That wasn't food. You don't be with me on Friday. That wasn't food. That wasn't
for food. No. The goddess doesn't apologize for hunger. She just learns to feed herself better. Okay? You don't apologize for your desire. You're supposed to desire. You're supposed to want to feel touched. Let
me ask you this though. Where are you supposed to get that information from? Like if you coming to work as a new human, your mama's supposed to teach you about desire?
Listen, desire is hidden from us. Women are taught not to feel that. You're not supposed to feel that. You're not supposed to want that. You know, you are solely for when a man tells you you can come off the shelf and experience with him. So a woman's desire has totally been hidden. Goddess has been hidden from the rhetoric because goddess was all about pleasure and abundance and women not doing shit but sitting pretty and getting fed grapes and getting ate. Okay? Because that's really how it's supposed to be. For real. So our desire, it is not taught to us. I'm a self-taught goddess. I've always been different. But then I started learning and there are books and I'm going to give Lady a book list to share with y'all on the Patreon. Okay. To just tap deeper in some of the books that helped me to learn about the goddess within.
Innate.
Yeah. It's something that is innate. It's something that, and that's why it comes to my next thing, my next point, which is seeing yourself of deserving of love and pleasure. Pleasure as a birthright. Your desire and your pleasure is deep within you. But like I said, from a girl, they make sure that you are conditioned to outsource all of your power, to give all of your power away, and to sit up and want to be chosen, and sit up with your girlfriends crying because he didn't call you back, because he took so-and-so to the prom. All of the things. And then remember the biggest lie they told you. Oh, that boy is mean to you because he likes
you. That's the worst one. That's the worst. Sometimes they just be fucking assholes.
And so it conditions us to entertain assholes.
Yes.
It conditions us to, oh, I know he likes me. Let me chase behind him and prove it. Girl, pick your panties up.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? No. Yes, pleasure is your birthright. Abundance is your birthright. Laying up, look, I don't, and I'm gonna go right into something. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna come back, but you shouldn't be letting that man get you pregnant if you can't lay up for a year and a half.
Agree.
Because I'ma even talk about Lady, the way she's able to pour into y'all, to have a man who is there for her in partnership to be able to do this. You understand? Because I'm a single mother. I'm sorry, I'm a matriarch. You see, I'm deprogramming too. Okay? I'm a matriarch. So, yeah. Don't give him no baby if you can't lay up.
Yeah.
For no year and a half, because your body has to recover.
And you can't afford to go through nothing else. All you can do all you can do in them 18 months is get pregnant, have a baby, have another. Get pregnant, give birth, have a baby. If anything else happened in your life in that time, you're gonna need your nerves. And that's why I just that Facebook group terrorized me, where those men was terrorizing their wives about going back to work. They was fresh out of the hospital. The baby they had C-sections. They wasn't all the way healed. And now he being mean to her around the house because he need her money, because he can't hold the house up by himself. And he feel like a shitbag because he can't hold the house up on his own.
That's exactly what I was going to say. And it breaks my heart when I see women 4 weeks after giving birth having to go back to work. Because that man that they had a child with can't hold her up. You understand? And there is an innate thing, I feel like, women who, you want to have children, but take it from me, take it from women who have children. If you can't lay up, baby, for real, especially if you want to breastfeed, you know what I mean? Like, and that's what I wanted to do. That's what I did. Anyway.
Yeah, you're in a break room breastfeeding, girl.
Yeah. So that's what you got to do. And you have to, again, see yourself as deserving of love and pleasure. You don't earn pleasure. This isn't something you have to earn. This isn't something you have to reserve for sometimes, okay? Many women ask for permission for pleasure from a partner, a holiday,
shit,
or being chosen. Some women in their marriage know that Valentine's Day or that will be the only time that their husband is going to do something meaningful for them. And it's questionable. But see, here we go. Why are we outsourcing romance when we've created romance? Why are we outsourcing that? So, but it starts again with being deserving, because if you don't believe that you're deserving, no gift, Valentine's Day, birthday, or otherwise is ever going to land. It's not even about the gift. It's about the thought. It's about the romance. It's about those things you want. And again, Disney movies taught us that men are going to give us romance. They're not.
Well, here's the thing. So you know how, let me go back. You was like, why are we outsourcing romance? What was the quote you said?
Oh yeah, I talked a little soon, but yes, outsourcing romance because I was going to talk about how women are the manufacturers of romance. And I love how you say loved ones, but yeah, when we outsource romance, when we're expecting romance, when we are the ones who created it, we're giving
Okay.
them, we're giving them
So this is another one of those situations where they're using our stuff on us to get sex. They're using our stuff on us to get stuff from each other and us and everybody. Wow.
It's always that. It's always a woman that taught him, and then he can come into your life and tell you some things. That's why married men are so attractive.
Keisha, I'm coming. Keisha want to know how. Yes, Keisha want to know. How do you romance yourself?
How do you romance yourself?
Can you share more about what you mean when you say we created romance?
You need to. You have to set a standard in your life. All of the things that you want from a man, do those things for yourself first.
What do you want from a man, Keisha?
Buy yourself those flowers that you want him to show up
Keisha
with.
don't care about no flowers.
Okay. Okay, then take yourself to dinner and touch yourself. Okay.
She's stressing out. She's stressing out about that touching herself part. She don't want to touch herself on the inside parts. Oh, you love flowers? Okay, I was wrong. My bad.
Okay, so Keisha, I think you have to start by dating yourself, sweetheart. You're gonna have to go deep into a love affair with yourself. Because you not being able to connect with yourself in that way means that there's a disconnection somewhere deep inside. So you need to date her. It may sound crazy, but you need to deeply date yourself. Buy yourself flowers. Buy yourself candy. You know what I always do? I wait till the day after Valentine's Day when everything is on sale and I buy up all the chocolates, all the flowers, all of that. You have to date yourself.
Okay, so let's do this. Hold on. She said I did that for a while, but why? I don't know why I stopped. So this is what you need, Keisha. Let's use one of those big words our sisters from one of those other places be using. Devotion is what you need, Keisha. You need to be devoted to this.
Self-devotion.
You need to be devoted to this. So what I mean by that is you never stop. You never stop. You always trying to find a way to keep doing it. Even when you ain't got no money. Even when you don't feel like it. I learned I can't afford myself. You have to be flexible and resourceful because you need to be able to see about yourself on every timeline. You need to be able to see about yourself whether you ain't got a dime or you got major riches. You need to figure out how to see about yourself no matter what. That's devotion.
That it is. You have to.
The beautiful things that TJ Maxx. Robbie Davis.
Yes, it is. And you have to put self-care and self-luxury into your monthly budget. That's a necessity.
Even if you can't, because it's rough. The people don't be able to do that. But you've got to find a way. It doesn't matter if you don't have shit. You got to figure that out.
Baby, Keisha, she gonna make me send her a little package. Keisha, let me tell you something. You can romance yourself you get yourself something that smells good that you love and rub yourself down with it, okay? Yep. This is something I'll get into later, but this is a signature oil, a goddess oil, something that you love and you rub yourself down with it, okay? You pop yourself some popcorn and watch your favorite show. You make yourself comfortable. You
make your own body butters. They telling it. They make their own body butters.
See?
Somebody else said something. At-home press-ons. And let's talk about that right quick. At-home press-ons. This is remothering yourself to the max. This is taking care of yourself to the max because I don't be feeling like going to no nail shop.
It's a lie.
I don't be feeling like going to no nail shop. I don't feel like it. I don't feel like it. I don't feel like it. I could take myself to that nail shop. I could sit in there and be terrorized by drills and people singing next to me. I could do that. Or I could just pop these press-ons on. Still look good. And it's like, I don't have to take all this time out of my life, number one, because I'm going to have to figure out how I'm going to take off. Anyway, This is the time and care you putting into yourself. This is what I mean by this. Like, sometimes you don't have to do all of that to do all that, because then you'll be like, oh, I fell out from keeping my nails looking good because I couldn't go to the nail shop. And it's like, whether you got a bankroll or whether you ain't got shit, you can, whatever. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm back on task.
No, you good, boo. No.
Take their books and sit everywhere. See, this is, I like that, Keisha. Yeah. But be devoted. Whatever it is, Keisha, if your issue is consistency, it's probably some shame wrapped up in that stuff too. Just be more devoted to yourself. Just find you something to do and never stop. Find you something to do and you can do it on every timeline, whether you homeless and living outside or sitting high on a hog. Thank you. Okay.
I found God within myself and I loved her deeply. That's from Colored Girls. And no matter what, you have to love yourself deeply because you are the creator's essence. Like, all of us have just a little drip, a little swag, a little different swag from the creator. So I go back to the very basics of understanding who you are, the fact that you are alive. Honestly, the one that made it into the egg. You are number one already. Remember that.
Can you
Love
say that
yourself
to me?
fiercely.
I found God within myself and I loved her deeply.
And I loved her deeply, or I loved her fiercely.
Okay.
You find you, that's where God is. And see, we are taught to see God as a man. And I'm not gonna get into people's religious beliefs, but all I'm saying is if you see your feminine energy as divine, you will begin to hold yourself in a higher regard, because the way we put these men on pedestals, the way we perform for them, the way we are willing to get dressed up and shave the poom poom and do our hair and do all this for a day, you got to be willing to do that for yourself, no matter what. And the ladies have put a whole lot of very good self-care, self-love rituals, if you will, in the comments on ways to deeply love on yourself. But I would say the biggest thing is making your space comfortable. When you come home from work and you come into a comfortable space that smells good, that feels good, you roll up something, you pour up something, whatever it is, you know, that's the beginning right there. And guess what? When you in a house, stop wearing frumpy stuff. I wear a pretty ass sundress in the house.
You was being teased for being vain. That's why you stopped?
Oh, baby, there go that shame. That's what it is. No, baby, your beauty is a sacred power. Shit. Flaunt it. Go put you on a skirt right now so that energy can flow through that.
She puts her clothes on now.
Yes, put that shit on. And walk outside with your head high.
What? Oh, you just called me out. I look like a bum. Oh, Lord. Keisha, when you have a gentleman at your house, we'll call him the gentleman because we don't want to be mean to him. How do you see about him? Like, how do you offer him your best customer service when he come around your house? What kind of things do you do for him? What kind of things you think you want to do for him?
Legitimate question.
I mean, yeah. Keisha, put your best nightie on, girl. Not nightie.
Listen,
He cooking and washing my dishes.
T-shirt and some panties, bra and panties. And ladies, this is your homework assignment. Buy you some sexy lingerie.
You should have
just
some.
Yourself.
And not something that you just gonna, because I be rambling through y'all stuff now. Not just something you gonna buy from a Shein, try it on, look in the mirror, take it back off, and put it in the drawer.
Uh-oh. Let me put this out. Nonetheless, yes. Please do all of that. Okay? That's the whole thing. Like, I want you to get lingerie. And wear it under your clothes on like a Friday to work. Just have that shit under your
clothes is a very fabulous way to do it. Like, having it underneath your clothes is a bit like, that's why I be like, I can't really get in it because I'm gonna buy mine. I'm gonna buy them and wear, and it's just a different experience. Like I couldn't wait to grow up so I can do stuff like that.
Girl, just unzip right there. Had a nice
under
little
all my
lace.
clothes. Yeah, I couldn't wait to be like, that was the reason why I got to have inappropriate conversations and wear lingerie under my clothes. Was the only reason why I was excited about growing up.
Girl, yes, inappropriate
You know what lingerie to get.
conversation. And you want to know something?
Lord. What?
Since I was little, what I've wanted to do, I've wanted to be a sex therapist. That's something that I've wanted to do. I wanted to help men and women, you know, release the shame
Okay. Yeah.
that comes with things that we've been through. Because a lot of us were mishandled as children. Some of us in more deeper ways, but even emotionally, mentally, spiritually, spells were put on us, especially girls.
You know what? I'm all right, please. You can just tell so much about people. I'm sorry. So Hot Girl said she always thought she lived a more sexy life. She's not sure what happened. That is so real. First
Girl,
of all,
now.
so her name being Hot Girl, I just knew she was like,
girl, you better be, you need to have, girl, listen.
and she's like, so some Hot Girl.
Child, you better be muy caliente up in there.
I have some kind of religious shame that blocks me from a lot of my femininity. I need so much help. That religious shame ain't no joke, girl.
Girl, let me tell you something. Embrace Goddess. That's where it starts. And you embrace Goddess by having slow mornings. Wake up earlier for yourself.
Now, I will say, it is. If you can find a way to shape your life around waking up at least 4 a.m., you will be the baddest bitch in the land. If you wake up at 4 a.m., 5 a.m., hours before you have to be at work, put a rose in the chat, please. I just want to see if it's some folks in here. Do I have family in here? Do you wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning? Do you wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning? Are you up? Are you up? Do people have to wake up early to get one over on you? Because you're already awake. I make sure I find out all my enemies, I wake up earlier than them. All my enemies, I wake up earlier than them. I make sure to wake up earlier than them on purpose.
Ooh,
if me and you ain't cool like that, I wakes up earlier than you.
Oh, somebody said something about waking up early to go to the gym. That too. Ladies, that gym releases them endorphins and you can sweat out that shame too. No, seriously. Let me tell you, that gym get you, when you just know, you already know you fine, but you get fine as fuck. That shit do something to you. I've been in the gym lately.
Okay.
What?
Yeah.
Look, self-love. Yeah. Self-care, always. Baby, you ain't gotta go to the gym. Put on some old school Tabo. Cause Billy Blanks to have you in Blanks to have you in there right on YouTube. Listen.
Your mom and your sister, she said her mom, I'm sorry, I'm listening. Your mom and sister are anti-glam. I ended up with friends. Yeah, you know, you end up being friends with people that look familiar to you. Even when the shame is not showing, you feel different knowing you're taking care of yourself. You feel different knowing you're taking care of yourself.
Oh, yes. I mean, woo! And pin that. Pin that, lady. Please.
They won't let me pin any comments.
Oh, okay. That's fine. But no, because I want to talk, you know, women taking care of ourselves. Romance did not originate with men. It originated in our bodies, in our care, and our creative spaces. This is where romance came from. And like every other great creation from women, it was taken. We created romance. Our bodies are romance. Our curves. How soft we are. Our hair. The sway when we walk. Okay? Like, women, we can be friends. We can sleep in the bed together. Men can't do that.
No. And everything we do that make us, everything they do that make us feel like we really connected, they be trying to make us gay for it.
They do, because like, it don't, like you say,
when your friend
it don't mean I want to bump vaginas with you.
Right. When your friend really see about you, like I was to go, my friend had surgery and I was like in the hospital, like it was like 4 o'clock in the morning. We in there, they doing her intake. 5 o'clock in the morning, they doing her intake. And I'm just sitting there dressed. I look nice. She getting surgery today. They're like, oh, are you guys partner? I was like, no, we're friends. They was like, oh, friends? I was like, yeah, we friends. They was like, oh, friends. I was like, I haven't seen or touched a vagina, if that's what you mean. So since those people always do us like that, I always make sure to bring our vaginas up since they bringing our vaginas up too. No, I'm just seeing about my people.
I love on my girlfriend so hard. And it's like, I take them care baskets. I take them, ladies, we'll get into it, herb baths. This is a domination bath. This ain't for y'all that want to play good. We'll talk about them later. I take them yoni steams.
Yeah.
Herbs, teas, flour. I go and, I love how lady said go and see about them. Yes. Mm-hmm. And if my girlfriend is staying in my house, yes, we sleeping in the bed together. Not because it's anything like that, but because, I mean, you ain't gonna sleep on my couch, girl. Come sleep in my bed. We good. Mm-hmm. It's nothing. And you know what? I want you close. When that nigga texts you in the morning, let me see that shit. Let's interpret it together.
Yep.
You understand?
Yeah.
Like, we are the romance. And so we need to keep men in the category that they in. I'm not one of those divine feminine creators that say, F men, you don't need men. No. Look, I'm not that. And I don't down them. Everybody messages they message. But have men there what they are for. Structure, stability, providers, protectors. And they need to do that right. And they need to be able to, yes, put your ass through the mattress, dick you down.
Oh, Lord.
And eat you up all through the walls on any given Sunday. Okay? At any time. And bring you offering. Nonetheless, but your romance, that's going to come from your community. It's so many women who are married or in relationships who don't have community with girlfriends. Their man is their only community. It's not healthy. Oh, yes. If he's not dicking you down, he's out. That's law. Yes. Yes.
That's law.
Mm-hmm. You deserve that. As I used to say, if you can't hit that back wall.
Yeah. You're not working. You're not working.
You can't hit that crazy button, if you will.
Yeah.
I digress.
Okay.
Let me give you some examples. Women remember birthdays and special days. Your girlfriend remember your birthday. She shows up with flowers and candy or playing your shit. Girl, where we going? We going to Jamaica this year. What we doing? She remembers that. Your man coming in with a sorry ass card. Flowers.
Or even if it is just them Whitman's, like, it could be like them Whitman's chocolates, that dry ass bear, and half a dozen roses. It's still not the deal. Like, and now you gonna feel like you being ungrateful because some people didn't get shit, and you got these Whitman's chocolates, you only like 2 of them out of the box. This is not a fluffy bear that you can like hug tonight before. It's this big and it's dry. And it's half a dozen roses. So you can't even take a picture of them and put them on Facebook.
Love that for you, Lady Fear. She says her BFF sends flowers every year. Of course she does. Yeah. Of course she does.
My birthday last year, yep.
Because we love
y'all
shit
friends know
like
how to treat y'all. That's why y'all friends don't ever be seeing it for y'all little ugly boyfriends. Because it's like, I treat you better than him. Why are you demanding that I treat you so good and then you get with that man and you take pennies from him? Keisha gonna want a one-on-one from you, Sirena. She already, like, what time is it? It's 6:53. Keisha already booked a one-on-one. For your birthday, she decorated your whole house. See, y'all know what y'all expectations are. Women tell you what your expectations are, and then you get with those men and be like, we had a seafood boil. He went and got the stuff, and I made a seafood boil for us for Valentine's Day. Oh, okay.
How cute. How fucking basic.
How cute.
How fucking cute.
Right.
Let me tell you, when I said either you gonna be my trick or you gonna be my husband, they ain't know how to take it, right?
Right.
They like, oh, what y'all prostitutes? No. What I'm talking about, let me just give you an example. Why we talking about Valentine's Day? I was dating a well-off man over the summer. And I merely mentioned, damn, I want to bring my spend the night bag out. I wish we could get a room. The next weekend, a room was booked.
Yeah.
You understand? So the fact that you've been in a relationship with someone who won't even book a room for the night, he giving you the same thing he been giving you for the last
It's a different environment.
7 years. But to go to the room and use these other people's water, we could take a 45-minute shower, get the room service up in here. Because that's what I do when I'm in a hotel. I'm using their hot water all night.
That does sound nice.
Hello, when you at home, you cut that shit off.
Right. Come on out. That's enough.
But when we in these nice Caucasian people hotel, you understand? Yes. That's what we doing. So we remember birthdays.
Nice.
We set the ambiance. We light candles.
Yeah.
We pour up the wine.
Yeah.
Ooh, showers in the dark with candles. I've been hearing about that, and I'm about to do that next time I take a shower.
Now
I'm about to do that. Have you ever done that, lady?
Because here's the thing. If you just want to create a sensual, let's do this. I don't know if I'm cutting to the chase or what. If you just want to create a sensual world up around you and just lean into that would be a great way. Like if you just want to give all sensual visuals, like red sheets, your pajamas match, your hair, you always look beautiful all the time. You take a shower, it's certain kind of way, but in the steam and the certain fragrances, and then you do the little thing. If you just want to surround yourself with all the stuff, I'm sure you'll just wake up one day and you will be the sensuality queen.
For sure.
That's all. Because when you said showers, I'm like, I assume you already showered like that.
Girl, I do a bath like that.
No, I mean, but the shower is different, and you know that. That's why you like it.
But you know what I do in the shower? Like I said, ladies, I'm gonna tell y'all about these herb baths. I be having these. These would be to attract the things, and I use these on me in the shower, and I come out and I let myself air dry, and I let it go into my essence. But like
Keisha said she can't cut off the light, but she be in the tub reading.
Hey, whatever you. I get it. I get it. That's why when I be in that shower, it's right down to business, But the tub is when I take my shower. Keisha, you don't gotta read in the tub, baby. When you in that,
that's how she romances herself.
You need to be reading about yourself. Yes, spiritual baths, baby. Yes, I will tell y'all. Let me tell y'all. These baths, these oils, these things that have got some of the girls pregnant. Okay, so
don't stop that shit in here.
I'm gonna just let you know. So put your intention to dominate. You can't get caught up in the magic. That's all I say. We'll get there when we get there.
Said don't get caught up in the magic.
But some of the girls have gotten, populated. Because, anyway, we curate the emotion, the connection, and the beauty, okay? We are so beautiful. Men are so lucky to even be able to look at us and to experience
that. Is how I feel. That is how I feel.
They are so, oh my gosh, because women are so beautiful. I will tell a woman she's beautiful. I don't have a problem.
Yeah.
Telling a woman how beautiful she is. And it doesn't mean I want to bump with her.
Yeah. They definitely want to make you gay.
Yeah. But it means, damn, sis, I see you. Damn. And guess what? Them titties sitting up nice. I don't want to feel them. Now, but if you let me feel them, I might, just because you a woman and because you soft. But it still doesn't mean that I want you in that way. Because as women, as friends, we feel on each other. We do that. It's love.
No. We are not there yet.
Oh, y'all not there
We
yet.
are not there yet.
Look, that
some of
comes
us
with
are, but I'm not groping my friends.
not groping. But all I'm saying is, you know, it's a comfort level. It's a comfort level where it's like, girl, like I see you, you know.
Okay.
So, you know, and so
I
some
do.
of my
When a
friends,
woman
they
has a
have
really
me
great
and my
butt, I
girlfriends,
will
sometimes
grope
they
her butt.
do. Well, my girl saw me at homecoming. She did because since
She
college,
groped you. Slow down
she
too
did, and
fast.
I said,
I will.
God, girl.
Yeah. Okay.
You know,
Women do that sometimes.
but it still didn't mean that, you know,
we was going to
be that way. Absolutely. Okay. But yes, women, you know, we have put it like this. If a woman does it versus a man doing it.
Oh yeah, that is really gross and weird and uncomfortable. And
you see what I'm saying?
Mm. Yeah.
That's what I mean by it. So when women say things like this, he forgot my birthday. He didn't get me what I asked. He didn't get me a Valentine's gift. This is when I asked what I said, you know, why are we outsourcing romance to people who learned it from us? They can't give it to us the way we can give it. You know, that's the outsourcing that happens. And when we are outsourcing and only reserving our pleasure and our good looks and our sensuality and our wittiness and our best outfits for male attention, we are doing ourselves a disservice. It's not just for them. It's for you. So, as we're talking about pleasure, pleasure is not just sexual. Some of the things that the ladies talked about, let me tell you, pleasure is rest. Sleeping in on Saturday. That's pleasure. Mm-hmm. Pleasure is music. Hearing it, and you know the way Beyonce make you sway your hips, or you know the way you're an artist makes you, that's pleasurable. Okay? Pleasure is your skincare routines. The scrub you use in the shower to make your skin soft. And the satin sheets that you put on your bed to make you feel like a goddess. And a linen spray that you use. And the incense you burn. And the oils you use on your skin. All of this is pleasure. Laughter with your loved ones, as Lady calls them.
Hey, Bear.
So a lot of us aren't blocked in a sensual way. Our nervous systems are hijacked. We need nervous system resets. That's why I advocate for slow mornings. I remember Lady was sharing a story about a young lady who, you know, only took a few minutes for herself every morning.
Yeah.
And you know, over time, what that does to the nervous system is sends out a signal that my self-care isn't important. I'm going to outsource all of my power. You know, I'm going to continue to give and give and give again. Society will tell you that as a woman, your role is to give. All you're supposed to do is be there for your children. All you're supposed to do is be there for your husband. And if you don't do those two things, that you have somehow betrayed this secret code.
Keisha said she hates her job, so she just rolls out of bed and go.
That's even more imperative why you need to have a ritual in the morning.
I agree. I was going to say the same thing.
Because I don't think anyone, it's some people that love their job, but every job, if you ain't working for yourself, you're going to deal with some level of bullshit. So that's why it's so imperative in the morning to create a space for yourself where you show love to yourself, where you pour into yourself, where you go in there armored with the divine feminine energy that cannot be shaken. That inner peace has to be intact. Inner peace comes from habits. Habits take 21 days to form. So you got to dedicate 21 days to yourself. Then it becomes a habit. It feels like second nature. 21 days isn't long. But think about how the 21 days you spent with that nigga, right? How fast that went by and how he became a habit. Something that you couldn't shake. So let's dedicate 21 days to romance. The rest of February, dedicated to self-romance. Doing something every day that shows I love myself. Like, that shit right there, loving yourself, that shit is not easy. We weren't taught it. A lot of our mamas did not know. A lot of our grandmamas did not know. All she knew how to do was be big mama and be there. And a lot of us inherited this guilt for resting. Like, you gotta be productive. You gotta be doing something. Especially those of y'all that don't have children. I don't know why you don't got your feet up. Getting ate up on the regular.
Sitting up pining after working so hard and being stressed out all the time. I said, you wasted all that energy you could be doing, being more beautiful, on worried about you ain't got no baby. Okay, Keisha. Okay, Keisha.
No, I'm here with you. For real.
Wrong number.
Because I'm like, women who don't got no kids, baby, your schedule is yours. And yes, the jobs do have you burnt. So imagine having a job and having to come home and do homework. And cook dinner. Sometimes all you want is some cheese and crackers and you good. I'll be perfectly good some nights with cheese and crackers and some grapes. But I got the little one, so I got to cook something delicious and nutritious. Right? So you understand?
Okay, thank you, Cozy Rosie.
We have to feel safe enough to soften ourselves. Rest is imperative. Let me tell y'all something. In World War II, in South Carolina, Black men were sending money back to their wives, which were allowing them to be stay-at-home wives. So they were living luxuriously. The YT women got upset and talked about how they no longer had nannies and housekeepers. So they had the mayor pass a law that prevented those Black women from being housewives anymore. So the thing is that our rest is revolutionary. Mm-hmm. That's what that it has been imprinted in society that it is shameful for a Black woman to rest or live in luxury or be or live in pleasure. Mm-hmm. Not have to work hard. You know, like what?
I'm not gonna. Yeah, I got a lot. It's funny that you say these things because I told y'all that the only reason why Josh was able to convince me, like, part of my welcome package into marriage was retirement from my previous career. So it was like, if you can retire me, we can get married. Mm-hmm. I spent the first 3 years of my marriage retired. When women our mama's age would ask me what I was doing, I would tell them I was retired. And they was like, okay, but what are you doing? And I'd be like, sitting around looking beautiful. And they'll be like, but what are you doing? You're going to waste away. And I'm like, I'm doing something. And they used to just terrorize me and judge me so bad. Like, you need something to do. You need something to do. You need something to do. And they made me feel like I needed something to do.
A spell.
And so it was just like, I was like, and this is what I kept saying to them. I was like, since you need me to do something so bad, here's what you should know. I'm not lazy. Giving me some time off to just be with myself and see about myself and taking care of myself. Because moving into marriage from singleness is big work. Going from being on your own and taking care of yourself by yourself and living with somebody is a lot of work. And I didn't want to have to be juggling a job, and I didn't. And so I was like, I promise you this. If I'm given the time, All right, today, how did you approach that conversation with Josh? We'll get to that. I was like, I'll be so inspired just by the time that I get to be able, like the time that I will spend on myself, taking care of myself, breathing life back into myself, living alongside all of these things. I feel like something, I used to say, something will come upon me because I will be so inspired.
Yes.
I used to always say that.
Mm-hmm. And look, you see, because being a woman, see, going into the workplace throws off our natural rhythm. We are connected to the moon. The moon goes through a 28-day cycle. What else goes through a 28 to 35-day cycle? Our bodies. We are naturally connected to nature, to earth. When I'm not working, I feel so more connected. When I go back into the corporate world, I'm a sales director. I'm in sales, fast moving. I feel my rhythm come off. I have to do my yoni things.
Yeah.
I have to reground myself. A woman, being a wife is a job. Being a mother is a job. Being beautiful is a job. Ask Cleopatra.
Yeah. And so it's just so funny that you say that because they used to try to they was terrorizing me because I'm like, even when we was in the hospital, like all those little fancy nurses to come in there and ask you what you do to try to, make you feel like a shitbag because you don't have no fancy job. And they get to me and be like, well, what do you do? And I'd be like, nothing.
Girl.
Lay up and look beautiful. That's how I laid up here. That's why I'm laid up here with this baby.
Okay. And older Black women will definitely try to make you feel guilty.
Mm-hmm.
Especially I'm sorry to say it, if they in the church. Okay? Mm-hmm. How you not a servant? Because they've been a servant for the Lord their whole life. And what has it got them? Respectfully.
Heaven, girl. They going straight to heaven now.
Why you gotta wait for them to have your heaven? I want my heaven on earth.
I'm mine too.
That's the thing.
To answer your question, Arami Day, is the gentleman friend recognizing your value during the courtship? If he is absolutely marriage material and he is recognizing your value to it's weighing him out how he recognizing your value. When it's time to go to the jury, so he got to ask you to go. Like he's almost like, I don't want to go to the jury store and embarrass myself. I want to make sure you're going to say yes. I want to make sure you're going to say yes. And when he go to the jury store and he come back, he should already know he should already know why you're dating, what you expect marriage to be like. Yeah. He needs to be auditioning for you to be your husband because you're going to lay down and have that baby. He going to be the father. You're going to have to take your name off of there and put his up there. It's got to be a good name that's not going to be embarrassing you when people ask you what your new last name going to be. So many things going to have to happen. He needs to be auditioning. I ain't going to have none, though. You still don't. So because you're not the child bearer, you still, okay. Well, it's another way in. It's several other ways in because, again, we talk about your value. We don't have to bring up children at all. We can just bring up statistics about how their value goes up at work as soon as they say, we got married.
Oh, yes.
He going to get promotions. They going to start paying him more. He going to get invited to more parties. His family going to respect him more. His daddy going to solidify him in places he's never been solidified in his life if he come from one of those families and things. He would do well having you at his side. He's a loser without you. Anyway, marry me and I trust it more in business.
Yes, they are.
That's why you need a year off. You can afford it. You can afford it, and if you can't afford a wife, don't get married. I say that all the time when I used to if you can't afford a triple dipper, 3 margaritas, I said, a strawberry lemonade, and a molten chocolate cake, you definitely can't afford no wife. If you can't afford to go to the jewelry store for Valentine's Day right now and just get a little $89 necklace punk, bitch, you definitely can't get married.
Amen.
You can't afford a wife? Sorry.
Girl, no. That's truth. Because they be out here complaining about the basic shit and
basic
still,
shit. Wives are expensive. Wives, even the ones that be trying to play cheap, wives are expensive
as hell.
Wives
That's big
are
man
expensive.
things. That's big man things.
And so,
that's,
right.
yeah, you got to be a big man. you know?
Sure do. You sure do.
You gotta, because if you can't provide and protect, she gonna dry up. You understand? It's that they don't understand that's the divine role that they're supposed to take. And like, yeah, all of those things. And it's like we men who are not qualified to be husbands end up being husbands because they weaponize a woman's need to be chosen.
Most of them be husbands.
And she'll pay for it.
I like that teddy bear.
And give him the money.
Pay for all his shortcomings.
Yes. And give him the money so he can act like it's his.
Yeah, he gonna scoot his. I told y'all, if you make $460,000 and he makes $50,000, he's gonna get married and live like he make $500,000 on you.
Hello.
He make $50,000 and he living like he make $500,000 on you.
Yes,
girl,
thank God he's
and he don't want to get you pregnant.
Of course. Because they be saying women be trying to trap men. No, he trying to trap you so you can't be outside.
Most men do be trapping women.
He's trying to trap you because he know when you go outside, there is a qualified man that you may come across. And he doesn't want you to learn your worth. Because if you learn your worth and if you listen to women like me, they'll say, oh, she's bitter. Oh, she's single. She'll know what she's talking about. Oh, the boyfriend's never like me. Because I'm going to bring logic.
Yeah.
All that digmatization, that's out the window.
I'm listening. I need a snack.
I love how you be snacking too. I was thinking about what snacks I was gonna have.
I'm going to give me some dipped bean salad because I'm on my period, girl. I'm not even gonna be eating no Cheetos today.
See,
just bean salad.
Self-pleasure. Okay. And self-pleasure is self-trust, ladies. You have to trust yourself. It's about listening to your body. And saying, okay, I'm on my cycle, so I'm gonna have a salad. Instead of,
hot Cheetos.
Something that's going to do something, make my cramps worse, right?
Yeah, right.
Slowing down sensually. A lot of us just need to slow down. That's a lot of the problem. We can't listen to ourselves. We definitely can't listen to our wounds because we're moving too fast. We give ourselves just enough time to get ready. Just enough time to go out into the world and serve others. You have to learn your own yes and no's. What is good to you? What's not? How can you have a good time in the bedroom with someone else if you don't know what it is that you need? You have to be willing to know. Don't let them experiment on you.
Ooh, I know.
You're not a playground. You're not a no. This is how you bring it. This is what I want. And if you don't know what you want, that's okay. But that's what comes from learning yourself, romanticizing yourself, loving yourself, spending time in your community with your loved one, letting go of shame. Touching yourself. And I heard y'all was talking about them crystal wands earlier.
Girl.
Yes. All of the things.
Mm-hmm.
Because you deserve to understand what makes your poom poom purr. And what makes her say, never mind, I'm good. Mm-hmm. No, won't do that over here. Because my thing is, I'm like, no judgment. Mm-hmm. It's always no judgment. It's like you have to understand that when you give yourself pleasure, you set the tone for how the rest of the world is going to love on you.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yes.
Like, you have to know how to love on yourself before, when they used to say, oh, you can't love nobody if you don't love yourself. I didn't understand that because that's how disconnected from self-love I was.
Mm-hmm.
All I knew was how to perform and how to try to show love and try to say, no, I'm deserving. Let me show you I'm deserving. Please choose me. See me. Yes, I am. I can do all the tricks. I can do all these things. And it was not about me and what I wanted. But when I turned that around to what I want, oh, baby, my life shows up differently. But let me tell you, men show up very differently as well. Okay? They show up very differently too. They understand who Goddess is. They understand who Big Mama is. Okay? And they don't come to me without offerings.
Mm-hmm.
Don't come to my home empty-handed. Why would you come here?
Yeah. But you're supposed to be so desperate and glad somebody around your house.
Exactly.
Empty-handed. He don't even have a cheese roll up from Taco Bell.
Well, why would you come here? Why would you come here?
Why would you come here?
You understand? And I'm about to put this whole portal of paradise upon you.
Maybe not, actually. Maybe not. My vagina dried up. As soon as I saw your empty hand, my vagina dried up. That's what y'all, let's do it like that. Oh, I'm so dry. I'm so dry. I don't know what's going to wet it up. Maybe 2 dozen roses. I'm so dry.
Hello? Hello? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And then, she asked, where are the offerings? Listen, because the problem is,
sorry,
as I've been telling women, we've been giving them so much rewards without offerings. They no longer want to get offerings. Now they're asking us for offerings.
Mm-hmm.
And they think it's appropriate.
Because they can pull up in their Hellcat, fresh from the barbershop. You can get in the passenger seat of their car. They're going to let the seat back, hike your leg up, and get barbershop hairline spray on your inner thigh, and then see you stumbling back in the house smelling like lemon pepper wings and backwoods. You will take those pennies, girl, over for an orgasm?
And be texting him the next morning.
For an orgasm.
But this the thing. Be texting him the next morning, too.
What are we?
Trying to keep the shit going along.
What are we? Or now, starting a fight because you want some attention.
Girl. And so one thing I say, listen, when you have a community.
Oh, Cozy Rosie want to know, what type of offerings are we supposed to be receiving, girl?
Baby. Oh, you can go. So we can start at grade C, which is things like flowers, which is things like, little things that they get from the store. Then we can go grade B, which is things like watches, which is things like jewelry, which is things like, a nice necklace, a nice tennis bracelet. Then grade A, cars, homes, investments, stocks.
Mm-hmm.
These are all offerings.
And if you really want to get into it, really what it is devotion. Because sometimes watches don't do shit for you. Sometimes not even flowers don't do nothing for you. There are some things that does something for you and not just attention. Those things, being consistent, like, even if it's like, I'm going to take you to breakfast every Saturday morning. Bo. Mm-hmm. I'm going to take you to breakfast every Saturday morning. Maybe y'all just really modest people. He really like you. You really like him. Y'all going to have a good time. And it ain't even all of that. But it's like, no matter what, I'm going to take you to breakfast every Saturday. No matter what, I'm going to take you to breakfast every Saturday. And when he got it like that, y'all over here. When y'all ain't really got it like on a regular, y'all the regulars at Cracker Barrel, because he can always do Cracker Barrel. And if he can't do Cracker Barrel, he going to at least go and get you a chicken biscuit from Bojangles and an orange juice. But he said every goddamn Saturday. And him not missing a Saturday is sometimes, especially if we not consistent with ourselves, we don't have nobody in our life that's consistent with us like that. Sometimes it's just consistent, because like it's people that get stuff, but the shit's so inconsistent they can't even be comfortable and happy with the stuff because they really would rather just have consistency. They be saying shit like, I'll take breakfast at Cracker Barrel over all this shit because they'll rather have that intentionality and like, I'm making an effort to do this specific thing in this specific way because she like it like this. And the reason why they call out their weaponized incompetence so much is because you know about the way they play their PlayStation, the way they fix on them cars, the way they game you up to get you in that house, that they know what the fuck to do. And so you know it's pretending because you really need to be the man you was the first 2 weeks we met. You need to always be him because you know that's who you used to get me. And if you stayed that guy that was skinning and grinning at me when we first connected, we'll be having a Merry Christmas. So that's what he does. Whatever those things are, it don't have to be watches, it don't have to be whatever that thing is that you know you need to make you feel safe, secure, and seen about. That will be his tithe to you.
And his offering. Yes. And you know, like the whole point is to just have is to receive offerings. Is not to just be giving your energy up because you now see how sacred your energy is and what you do just by being in his proximity, what you do for him.
Right.
So whatever it is that you need, you know, and let's be honest, a lot of men especially that look like us don't have the means to give us all of those things in abundance. Sometimes we have, you know, variations to it. But in order to get consistency in our relationships, the most consistent thing has to be our relationship with ourselves.
Yes.
And that's what dictates and lets us create the standard in our life to say, yes, consistency. This is what I need. You know what? He's not consistent. I only hear from him, boom, 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 whatever. And if that's what it's going to be, that's what it's going to be. But do not romanticize these connections, these fugazi connections. Romanticize the connection with yourself.
Yeah.
That's what needs to be romanticized. And, you know, one of the things about self-pleasure is, you know, it's where you can be honest with yourself. It's the first time that you can really be honest with, and we have to be honest with ourselves, right? We have to take shame out of what it is that brings us pleasure. And like I said, we're not just talking on a sexual level. We're talking about the things that we like, you know, taking pleasure out of it, taking the shame out of the pleasure. But as far as romance, with what Lady calls our loved ones, because I want to talk about, you know, romance between women again. It's everything that she shares with you all, but definitely, you know, taking one of your girlfriends to dinner and a play. You know, not dinner and a movie. Let's go to a play, to the opera.
And also getting dressed for her, getting dressed for her, getting dressed for her, getting dressed for her, getting dressed for her eye, getting dressed for what she likes, getting dressed for what she thinks is beautiful, getting dressed because you know you finna slay her ass. When she lay eyes on you, she gonna gag her brains out. Dress for her.
Get dressed up very nice. Go somewhere where you can put that shit on, you know? Plan that for y'all. The things that we be wanting, we have the power to create them in our lives, but we're taking a passive route to it, waiting for a man to come and show us all these beautiful and luxury things that we
and they don't have the eye for it. They don't have the eye for it. But as the girlfriend who always go wedding ring shopping with their dumb asses, they don't have the eye. As many girls as I had to give the nuts and the gumption to take that ring back to that nigga and tell him, no, this is a cute gesture, but bring me another ring. I don't like this. They are bad at it. Those guys be bringing home carnations. And if you're a carnation lover, great. But if you're a real flower girl, and if you've ever made an arrangement, you know those carnations are filler flowers. And you know when she posts that shit on the internet because she's so proud, those real flower girls are not going to be impressed. They're going to be reading her ass. Stop. Stop. They don't know what they doing. They don't know what they doing. That's why I always in my stories, like, guys, Sam's got the flowers. Sam's got the flowers for $15 again. Please just come on and get them. I had to make dinner reservations for. They're useless. Some of them learn romance, but it's because they be bothering me by stuff. And what do I happen to be but a woman? I know how to take care of that lady. It's you that don't know how to take care of her.
No, they don't. They really don't. And it be simple shit.
But even like I said, they so busy resenting trying to drive a wedge between you and your friends. They need to be learning from your friends. Why is it your husband learning from your friends about how to properly care for you? Especially you all who have been friends since childhood. He should be learning from your friends. That's what I respect about Josh. And not to keep bringing this up. But he learns from my friends. 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 He see what those girls do for me. He like, okay, I see you, ma'am. Got it. Thank you. And that's why they fool with him. Because at least he's paying attention.
Because it's a hard place to be as a woman, to be friends with another woman who is getting dogged out by her man.
Girl.
Y'all don't understand what kind of uncomfortable place that puts us in. As an aware woman, to see you, this beautiful gem flower, getting dogged out by this piece of shit because, you know what I'm saying, he blow your back out every now and then. You know, it's insulting. And it's, oh, well, why can't you mind your business? It's because I love you.
Right.
It's insulting to me that you are representing us like that. It's upsetting me and my homegirl.
It is you and your homegirl.
It's upsetting us. You know? Because why are you even allowing a male representative to come in here and treat you like that? And you in proximity to me. So now he think I'm playing them games. That's all it is. Because we know better than that.
Those friends really call those boyfriends to the carpet. Those friends really make those boyfriends feel calls to the carpet.
I've had friends I've had a girl group who fell out because of one girl's boyfriend. You know, totally, I mean, years of friendship ripped apart by a man who knew that her community would protect her. And he ended up leaving her.
Between her and him.
Yeah. He ended up leaving her with the child. And now she wants to be back into the community, but it'll never be the same.
It will never be the same.
Because why wouldn't you let us love on you and romance you? We was giving you all that romance.
You didn't need nothing.
You know, you
girl, you don't even need him. Like, you spending up all your money. You can't go out. You can't travel. You spending up all your money, all your resources. We can't even come over your house and kick it no more because he over there stinking up your house. You can't come over my house because he's going to be texting you the whole time or something to the tune of that.
It was so bad when she went on and he called that same thing, saying, you know, oh, they gay, whatever. When we was on a trip out, oh, y'all took each other on a trip out because y'all want to, you know, bump. And then, no, what's wrong with women just loving on each other? It made her think that. But nonetheless, you know, you have to still take care of your loved ones. Okay? You cannot let the opposite sex steer you off the track. And it's a red flag if he has a problem with the way that you and your girlfriends love on each other. You understand? It's so yeah, like I said, take your to a dinner. Go ahead.
He feels threatened.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And he shouldn't feel threatened if his intentions are pure.
But the thing, let me tell y'all this. The more, this is really be my problem. The more people you have in your life who love you and treat you very well, the better. I don't have to worry about you so much if you have a man in your house that's treating you like gold. If all your other friends are treating you like gold, I don't have to worry about you. And when you call me because you need me for something, or if I'm going through something that I really can't see about you in the way I would prefer, I feel at ease because you got so many other people in your life that love you very much is going to see about you. A lot of times we overlend ourselves to the people that we love because we know the other people that they keep around them don't give a fuck about them and don't see about them in a real way.
Mm-hmm.
And so like when our loved ones, girlfriends, mamas, cousins, aunties align themselves, with people that other friends that mistreat them, boyfriends that mistreat them, whatever, we take it personally because it's like, I can't count on you to be a solid member of her community. Now I gotta overwork. If her mama died, blah blah blah, if blah blah blah, I'm gonna be fully on the clock because y'all not looking out. And y'all may even be making things harder on her. And so when that load, it's like if I'm helping you carrying your load, I got my 25 pounds. I can manage my 25 pounds. I may have to carry 60 because you carry it so much, plus the people around you treat you like shit. I need you to have everybody in your life need to be treating you right. Everybody in your life need to be rolling out the red carpet for you. I have a virtual community, but nothing in real life. I got to get it together. Oh, Cozy Rosie. I hate that. Anyway, the point that I'm making is, the reason why you make your people be worried about you. We worry about each other. We can't help it. We worry about each other. And I know, like, I tried to make it like it's just a me thing that I just be worried about people, but I used to do hair and people come and talk about stuff. And they talk about everybody be worried about the same shit. You worried about your friend got that shit man living in her house. When y'all get those clowns moving in with y'all worry y'all's people. They don't trust him with you or your resources. They see things that you don't allow yourself to see. And then they fall out with you because they need to tell you something and they can't tell you because you like him and love him so much. Anyway, you got to keep people around you that treat you right. Everybody gonna have to just treat you right. Okay, sorry. That's devotion also. That's really, you want to talk about goddesses and stuff? You will move heaven and earth to make sure that you're being treated like gold. You will move the heavens and the earth to make sure you're living beautifully and softly and gently. You will move heaven and earth to ensure that you are well loved and absolutely seen about. That is where it is. Sorry for interrupting you.
Oh no apologies needed. Your community is powerful, you know. It's your protection, and you have to pour back into your community too, because
yes,
your community only wants what's best for you. You know, don't allow your relationship to take you so far away from your loved ones that you find yourself only reaching out when you having a problem with him, or, you know, like I said, him having a problem with the relationship that you have with your community is always a red flag, because it's really on y'all to speak life into each other's choices and into each other's bodies, right?
Yes.
To remove shame, to infuse each other with love. You know, it is something that you need, especially because those of us, and I don't know everyone's age, but those of us, I know a lot of millennials, we have very complicated relationships with our mothers. And for whatever reason. And so we may have not got that feminine energy and that love and that nurturing. So it becomes imperative for us to have that community, you know. Oh yeah. And a lot of the daddies too, you know, were not present. And so we never even had a model of what healthy masculine energy looks like. And so for some of us, the only way to learn what healthy masculine energy is to model healthy feminine energy in such a way that we set our standards where we can only accept energy that's healthy for our well-being, for ourselves, for the way we look. Because let me tell you something, I will say this, you know, being in the wrong relationship can age you as a woman. And it can do things.
You talking.
It can do things to your nervous system. And I work with seniors, okay? And the amount of women who are left to their own illnesses and devices, you know, based on the years of being with that man and taking care of him, you know, and the children and all of that, not having a soft life. I think, you know, I even think it contributes to those deep mental illnesses. But yes, not having the time to rest not being an option. It's not even an option. Imagine what that does to your immune system, your nervous system over time. And you with a man who keeps putting more responsibility on you by maybe giving you more babies, and only feeling the only time he needs to show up is at dinner time and to provide, not helping with any of the labor that goes on in the house. This is a lot of women's reality, but we'll have to go deep down that hole. My point is, your community is imperative because you need women around you. You know, when I look at old school Southern women and the way they would even gather around a woman after she had a child and feed her this certain vegetable compound to soothe her womb, and they would take care of the baby. The elders would come to the house and take care of that baby so that mother could rest. And with all them eyes on them, with all them eyes on that man, they was checking that man. You got 6 elders in the house with the baby. You know that man, he gonna be like, how can I help? What can I do? See, we lost the community. You understand? As women, we were put against each other, put in a scarcity mindset because we started competing about these men. Hating each other based on the categories men put on us. Oh, these the hoes. Oh, these the housewives. All this. You know? So when we are romancing with our loved ones, we don't have any competition. We don't have any shame. We don't have any scarcity mindset. And this is why when women romance each other platonically, we heal the wounds that the men were never meant to heal. There are wounds they were never meant to heal. Some wounds only your girlfriends can heal. Only your loved ones can heal. Okay? So stop waiting to be chosen. Choose yourself. That's all it is. Is choose yourself every time. Like the woman that you're waiting for this man to come and do all these things, just become that woman. When you see her, when you see yourself being loved on, whatever condition that is, become her.
Yep.
Some of y'all feel, okay, the only way I see myself being loved on is if I'm in this deep love affair relationship. Okay, how do you look? What are you wearing? What kind of perfume do you got on? What are you doing? Become that.
Megan, only make decisions that are in your best interest.
A word. Because why would you make decisions for anyone else? Your energy is too sacred.
You know why? Because we was taught to take the back burner.
Always. And to give ourselves the shortest end of the stick. And be okay with it. Not complain about it. When you complain about it, you a bitch. When you complain about it, you bitter. When you complain about it, you loudmouth. Or if you was in Salem, you complained about it, that burn your ass at the stake and call you a witch. Because it wasn't women who they thought were practicing witchcraft. It was women who spoke out against that bullshit. That's what a lot of these men still got it in that rhetoric, that they can silence the feminine, that they can silence the goddess. But they can't, because it's too fierce right now. Women are seeing, hold up, this shit don't make sense. It's not working for me. The math isn't mathing. It's something missing. And what's missing is the regulation of ourselves. It's not letting men handle us as our handlers and letting them decide. They always like, well, y'all need protection. Protection from what?
Them.
What do we need protection from? Some of them so deep in their delusion, y'all need protection from each other. Y'all so catty that no.
You can't protect me from another woman anyway. What you gonna do?
Can never take me from another woman, because she gonna love on me better. Always, and romance me better. And like I said, it should never be a competition. Mm-hmm. If you my man, you should never feel threatened by the way a woman who, if I've known her 20 years, if I've known her 2 years, if I've known her 2 months, if she is giving me good treatment and when we are loving and feeding into each other, you should not feel threatened by that. Because if you don't have healthy relationships with other men in your life, then that's a problem as well. And a lot of these men, I go off course for a minute, a lot of these men don't have mentors. They don't have older men. But a lot of older men are dumb as hell, right, and tell them some toxic bullshit. Honestly, some old shit.
You know, the only time they want us to get along, somebody said, we've seen them encourage women to fight. The only time they want us to get along is when we in a poly relationship.
Girl.
Where we fucking the same guy, we making ourselves feel like, you know, this our man. They only want you to get along then, like,
exactly,
serving them or making them look good, right? Making them look good, right? You got 2 bitches at home. Yep, and they get along.
And women don't understand, like, they still are the draw, are the power, you know? But let me flip that. What about women having 2 men, right? Having 2 boyfriends that know about each other. Mm-hmm. Poly the other way. Mm-hmm. Men can't take that, the thought of that. Mm-hmm. She'll be called everything but a child of God. Okay? And they will call those men simps, all this. But see, the word simp doesn't offend me, because simps are men who really love women. Mm-hmm. They try to put this negative label on them because he buys women gifts, because he takes women out, because he shows affection, adoration, because his first teacher was a woman, because he loves his mama. What is the problem? And that is why they don't understand why I be personally, and a lot of other women, we be offended by the fact that you a bitch about even taking us to get something to eat. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. How dare you?
Mm-hmm. Be crying because you got to take out the garbage. You have an attitude because you don't want to get your shoes dirty. Ooh. You don't want to get your shoes dirty, taking out the trash and shit.
Diva.
You dripping in TikTok jewelry and shit.
A straight fucking diva.
Nah, we're the divas. Don't even do us like that.
That's what they be trying to do. They trying to flip that shit, girl. Mm-hmm. That they want to be the ones now. The fact that they can even fix their mouths to say, what do women bring to the table? As if they don't need women to validate them.
Now, here's the thing. Let's talk then right quick. Let's talk. I do think asking that, because the only reason why I say this is because These folks bring me their dating profiles and I read the words that they be click, 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 trying to lure them in. Mm-hmm. And the reason why they be asking that is because when they clicking on that hinge like that, they're telling them what they bring to the table. So it's like, what the question does overall is it tells a man if she is the auditioning type. Instead of, and because if you ask me what I bring to the table, I'm going to enjoy myself answering that question. I'm going to be so colorful and foolish. I'm going to dance around that question. I'm gonna talk bad about his mama. Imagine me telling him what I brought to the table. How his mama get in it? How his regular ass mama get in it? I'm gonna have so much fun answering that question, punk bitch.
Exactly.
But I'm not gonna, bitch. Buy me, shut up and pay for this triple dipper and shut the fuck up. We at Chili's. We at Chili's. 3 margaritas. I brought them to the table. How his mama get in it? I've had 3 margaritas, Virgo Sheree. We'll get to that mama. Anyway, I think they asked this question because you either gonna know that that's a crazy ass question. You shouldn't be sitting here and you going to fuck off. But they're looking for the women who are answering this question. And those who spent their time coming up with a clever answer. Well, my grandmama taught me how to cook. My grandmama was a family cook, and she fried fish on Fridays. And I want 3 kids, and I can garden really well, and I don't smoke, I don't drink. That's what they'd be like. I don't smoke, I don't drink. I'm basically a homebody. I would be like burning a restaurant down, showing you what I bring to the table. Like the restaurant is in flight. We get it. Okay. I should have asked you that.
And that's exactly my point, is we have normalized engaging with their clownery to the point that now they feel it okay and justified. And so that's why Goddess has to return to self right quick, right? We gotta deprogram, we gotta reprogram the shit. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not even about the men, it's about you not being out there making yourself look foolish.
Right.
As a woman, And that's why you see some men crashing out. Because they know what time it is for real. They like, oh shit. These women, we can't even insult them anymore saying, what we used to say.
What you mean?
When they say things like, oh, pal, you gonna end up single if because your standard's too high. Women used to be triggered by that. No, I'm not. There's a man who will meet that standard, or if not, I'm gonna meet the standard. You understand? But if you believe, no, there is a life right, but they'll say that. Men will say, oh, well, nobody will want to marry a woman who's successful, who's so into her career. You ain't trying, like all of these projections that they put on women, or even tell women, oh, if you have a child, no man is gonna want you, and stepdaddies are created every day.
But also, nobody, like a man's a piece. We've seen it play out. I told y'all that in that one TikTok I made. We've seen it play out in so many different ways that men's opinions don't really matter. It's our opinions that matter. Like even to them, each other, all these things. Like it's their opinions. They don't even know what they like. They don't know what they like. They don't know what they think. Like it's been men that be like, I never dated a woman with kids, and then they meet the baddest bitch in the land. She got 2 kids now. He a stepdaddy. So again, you gonna let them know what they like. You will let them know what they like. Going back to the original reason why we're here tonight, you will let them know what they like.
Because we create the romance. We create the vibe. Us being receptive is what makes it happen or not happen. You know what I mean? Like, so let's take a moment, all the ladies, right? Place one hand on your heart and then place one hand on your womb. Listen to your body and think about what does she need right now.
My ADHD won't let me.
So that's something deeper we'll go into.
Yeah, I'm gonna give me some pills. I'm gonna call you back. I'm gonna give me some pills. I'm gonna call you back. Cause I can't never do that thing. Like, oh, connect. I can never do that.
We'll definitely just get deeper into that.
Okay, my bad. Okay, I didn't go on the vibe.
You good? No, oh no.
Oh, Keisha said her too. Keisha said her too.
See, that's the thing. This comes from, now I will say, being able to connect with your womb does come from years of work, years of romanticizing yourself. But I one piece of wisdom I will take you away with is your womb does have energy. It remembers. Okay. She remembers. Mm-hmm. She knows things. She absorbs the experiences. Okay? Yeah. And some of us need to do sensual movements to release some of the things that are trapped, because Black women especially, we hold trauma in our hips. Okay. And so stretching and doing sensual movement, and you'll say, well, you moving sensually. Yeah, because we are healing our genitalia. Yeah. Okay? So you're gonna move sensually. Okay? Yes, frog pose. Yoga was really good for me in being able to release just like stored up energy. Again, tied to shame. And you deserve pleasure. Finish this sentence. I deserve pleasure even when
I'm tired.
Yes. I deserve pleasure even when. Oh, I need to answer that myself. I deserve pleasure even when I'm overstimulated. Yep. That's when I definitely and so, we have to stop judging ourselves.
She said she deserves pleasure even when she have an attitude. Pleasure even when she has an attitude. Even when she's broke. Even when she said even when she's broke. Even when she make a mistake. Even when she's over.
Even when I don't feel sexy.
Even when I don't feel sexy. She said, what do I do? Queen, do I keep moving around? I don't know what that means.
I want to open it up for questions at this time too.
Okay.
Definitely. I want the ladies to ask questions. Even when I'm hurt. Yes, JJ. Oh my goodness, yes. Because even when I regret decisions I've made, yes, let go of that shame. I feel it coming out of us. It's beautiful. Even when I'm feeling low. Even when I'm just being, even when I'm anxious. You deserve it always. This is why you always have your space beautiful and have pleasure around you, to remind yourself who the fuck you are. I don't know if anybody is familiar with Oshun, but I'll just say this. I got her candle right here. Oshun helps you to remember who the fuck you are as a woman. Because let me tell you something about Oshun, the goddess of love, right? Who roamed the earth just showing people what love is. Romance herself. And the men did as they always did. They took her for granted. They laughed at her. Because as a lover, she was easily hurt. As lover girls, we are easily offended. I know I embarrassed easy, Nonetheless, what she did, she said, I got something for that ass. She took all her love off earth with her. She left earth and took all of her love with her. And she is connected to the river. So all of the rivers dried up. And what happened? The men didn't know what to do without love on the planet. They wouldn't know what to do without women, without feminine energy, without love on the planet. And so you have to understand just how deserving you are. These men should be fucking kissing our feet. When we walk through, they should be rolling out carpets, waving and shit.
Yeah. That's how you spell it.
I am the connection between the earthly realm and the spiritual realm. If I can bring life from the other realm here. I carry it for 9 months. I have that ability. You understand? And it's just like, just because I have that ability, you have to put some respect on me.
Yeah. That was good. I deserve my pleasure. I deserve pleasure even when it's good. It's good.
What questions do y'all got? Can I spell Oshun? You got it right. That's exactly how you spell it.
Even when replaying trauma.
Let's get into some of these products I'm just going to tell y'all about, right? This is a domination bath. Now I'm going to let y'all know. This is not for the girlies that want to play nice. Okay? This is for those of you that are like, yeah, do as I say. You understand? Like, domination as far as understanding that you don't go into a situation auditioning. They audition for you. Always. Okay? I'm talking wealthy suitors.
What?
I'm talking devotees. Because as I said, some women have, admirers. Some women have sugar daddies. And then some women have devotees. Weekly, monthly, offerings of amounts or whatever. And as Lady said, yes, for some women, it is time. A nice, cozy breakfast, right? Mm-hmm. Now, me personally, I'm more wine, gold jewelry, experiences, because for me personal, and I don't put anything on any woman, me personally, I've accepted men as a certain role, right? Mm-hmm. And I expect you to provide experiences for me at all times. And at times, me and my homegirls. Mm-hmm. It's always about that, okay?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, those random cash apps. It's way to, and the thing is like, if a nigga fucking with you, he want to lace you. You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes that's like, feel. Sometimes
back in the day, if his woman was out here looking crazy, he got clowned.
Yeah.
Ask them OGs.
Yeah.
Your woman out here on Friday when you got paid without her hair done, without her hair not laid, her nails not done, and a new outfit. Nigga, what is you doing? How was your woman out here looking crazy? What?
So I want to know more about the Dominion bath. So how does it work?
So you use this in the shower while focusing on your intentions. One thing about this is you use it coming up if you want to attract. And if it was a purity bath, as I have, you would use it going down. But you use this in the shower, use a little bit. You can also just take a little bit and put it here, spray it, put some on you like that before your company comes over. And let him just go ahead and fall to his knees. You understand? You might get ate up by the refrigerator, depending on.
So how would it work if you were trying to just take your dominion for yourself? Before you start testing it out on others, you want to do your dominion on the girl. How does that work? What kind of rituals does that come with?
So as far as dominion bath for yourself, this would be about a dominion over doubt, insecurity, and shame and sensuality, right?
Is this some of the stuff we should rub on us when we get ready to self-pleasure?
When we get ready to self-pleasure, we're going to be rubbing some of this signature goddess oil on us.
Okay, got it.
whole signature goddess oil. This
What happened
is
if we
like
put the Dominion oil on us though? If we put the Dominion oil on and then we self pleasure. What do that do? With the crystal thing that go like this. What's gonna happen?
girl, you might go to different dimensions, but okay. I will tell you, at that moment of climax, think about what you want. Because the deeper that is, it that's what it's for. You know, sexual energy is creative energy at the end of the day. When you are feeling really sexual, it's creation energy. So you should definitely focus on what it is that you're wanting. If you're trying to manifest, I don't know, a new position at work. Yeah. If you're trying to manifest new clients. Yeah. If you're trying to manifest new devotees.
They do tell you to do that during the orgasm. They do tell you, like, be thinking about, I don't know if I can, like, they say be thinking about those things you really, 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 really want out of life.
They tell you practice. It takes
while
practice.
you're having sex, while you're having an orgasm, they tell you to think of every fucking thing you want out of life. Think about it, think about it, think about it, think about it really bad. Mm-hmm. And I do wonder if you're doing it by your own self without no, or you got a crystal thing that go like this. You got the Dominion oil all over you. You look really beautiful. And then you're doing the things with the things. And you having an orgasm. And you thinking about, you probably could meet, you're going to meet Beyonce the next day.
Listen, when a woman does it by herself, let me explain something about the CLIT and what it is a magnetic vortex. Okay.
I don't know. This is so real. Hold on. I'm so sorry. She don't know how to stop thinking nasty and fast enough to switch the thought.
As I said, it takes practice. No, that's
somebody
real.
Did say practice, 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 practice.
It takes practice because your mind do be on the pleasure, and your mind, you will understand how much you be trying to focus on getting over that finish line. When you let your body take over what's going to happen and you take control of your mind, when you learn how to master that, you will learn how to master thoughts in your waking life too. Like as you're, you know, it's all a mind thing. Yeah. But when a woman learns to connect her womb to her heart, to her mind, because this is all connected. All of this is connected.
They in here giving us an education. Somebody said breath control and edging. Y'all are really y'all know way too much. Y'all have way too much information for me. Y'all be knowing shit.
Yes, they do. See? Exclusiveness says it works. It does. Especially
and it's easy to do with self-pleasure because there ain't nobody in there huffing and puffing and sweating all over you.
It's much easier. And because our, you know, like I said, our women parts are magnetic and enclosed and sacred and secure. When we open them up, we open a portal. It's the reason the Creator gave us these parts inside, you know? It's sacred. It's when you go to an ancient temple, you can't just walk in. You understand? You gotta have a password. You gotta have, if women, if you understand what this is, all of what this entails, you understand? So when we open this up naturally, even your pheromones, the way you smell, okay, you should like that. And if you don't like it, then you need to drink more lemon water and eat your greens. Y'all know what I mean. But you should love that.
And if he think it should smell like cucumber melon, you need to get a man that ain't out of shower.
That ain't real.
You need to get a man and not a shower. Like if vagina. You think it smell like cucumber melon, go and get you an actual man, girl, and not no little old child.
And you know, so yeah, you should be in love with your smell. That's the real thing. Like you should love her. You should know her. You should. I have a. Speaking of things, let me also tell y'all about these. I don't know if any ladies have ever indulged in yoni steams. Okay, yoni steams are an ancient practice. the use of herbs, you put them in a pot. Essentially, you sit over the pot, you undress from the waist down, and those herbs go up in there. And, every time when we have our cycle, a little blood is left behind. So the herbs help to bring that out. Some ladies who suffer from really bad cramps or bloating, the yoni steam, based on the herbs that are used, it helps to bring that out as well. Some of us who are pH balanced, sometimes we have problems with that. It helps with regulating pH balance, especially that nettle leaf. I love nettle leaf and clove. Me personally, I do a yoni steam after every
Of course you do.
evening. Oh, you have your own
stool for yoni steams.
Mm-hmm. Yes, baby. The yoni steams are a game changer. Yeah, I have them. If you want to try them, they're. I'm a send.
How do you do it on yourself at home? I have a place I can go. You can make a wooden stool, Alicia Pisha.
Mm-hmm.
How do you do them at home? How do you do them at home? If you heard,
so if
you heard they use it for
home,
miscarriages, girl.
Basically, I've heard to use it for miscarriages. Is that true? So let me say this. There is a girl in DC who has the herbal blend for that. There is an herbal way to do it, but yoni steams, no. What yoni steams do is soften the uterus. So they shouldn't be used if someone is pregnant, and they shouldn't be used 6 weeks after someone gives birth. That I do know. And if there's a possibility you are with child, you don't want to use it because you don't want to soften the uterus. If you have the IUD inserted, you don't want to use it. But I'm about to make my tea. And so, yeah, tea is a great thing too. Like hibiscus tea, chamomile, mint tea, all of that is so good for the lady parts. Mugwort.
Red raspberry leaves.
Ooh,
red clover blossom.
It's so many beautiful tea blends that you can use, which will give you that herbal supplement that you need, help with the calming and the anxiety. And it's also doing good things for your pom-pom, and I always advocate.
Sorry, y'all. We switching out. I gotta charge my phone so I don't get cussed out. Thank you, baby.
I'm charging my phone too.
I went down. My customer service skills went down a little bit. Forgive me. Okay. So, what else? The yoni things. There was another question I had about the yoni things. Oh, how to do them at home? Jasmine D. Gray said do them on the toilet.
Some people do them on the toilet. I don't suggest that. I'm gonna tell you how I do. I do straight. So I have one small pot that is dedicated specifically to my yoni steams.
Okay.
And so I take my herbal blend here, and this is like my order comes with enough for 2 yoni steams. So I take about half of this. I put it in the pot. Put some water in there. I let that simmer. The way I check the temperature is by this part of my arm right here.
Okay.
This part of your arm is very similar to your labia. So you want it to steam, but you don't want it to burn.
Okay.
Once it gets, so while it's on the stove, what you do is you put your blanket down on the floor. And then what I do is I get another blanket that I put around me from the waist down. Once it's ready, I put the pot on the floor, and then I actually squat over the pot, undress from the waist down, and I put the blanket around me from the waist down to create that steam filter.
Yeah.
And I just feel all the steam go up in there and just...
So you have to be squatting the whole time?
Well, I don't squat, but I actually get in a position where I'm kind of on all fours, if you will. But that's the way to do it. If you like in an emergency and you just like need the steam, you can do it like that. But a lot of people do get the seats or the stools.
So what would emergency be?
Emergency, like you if you sometimes people steam before they have company, before they
Because
have a
it make you
gentleman
wetter.
come over. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So you do a steam. So like, okay, this is what I would do. Like, let's just say we're gonna switch gears just for a minute. Just if we talking about if we have a company, right? I would do lemon water in the morning, have my pineapple ginger juice, you know what I'm saying? Some hibiscus tea, go to the gym, do a yoni steam, then get in the shower, and then put the yoni oil on there.
Oh,
The
nice.
yoni oil is a whole nother thing.
Okay.
The yoni oil is really good for womb massages. And it also really helps to bring awareness and healing to the yoni. Okay. Also, if you are having fun, it's fun without friction. Okay. It is be slip and slide record.
Oh.
So I use my yoni oil, and it turns the boys out. I'll just say that it does. So, but we not even talking about the boys. We talking about ourselves. But overall, when you get to a point where you seducing and romancing yourself, it becomes light work. Romancing and seducing others. All of the confidence that you didn't have, all of the doubts that you had, all of the thinking that you wasn't sexy enough or you wasn't worthy enough. Yes, you were. You always were. And then when you get to that point, you'll be like, why the fuck was I holding back this whole time?
Yeah.
I've been her. I've been she. Like, so.
I'm getting somewhere to sit down.
That shame, letting go of that shame, being unapologetically feminine. And I'll be honest, a lot of the things that I've said here are women's mysteries, right? Mm-hmm. I call them women's mysteries because they are things that are hidden, but it's also information that if put in the wrong hands, it can be weaponized, like always, or with the wrong audience, it won't be received in the right way.
Yeah.
So community of women is so important because we have to remember these things about ourselves. Like, we have to remember that, for one, we deserve pleasure, that we shouldn't be shaming ourselves, that we shouldn't be caught up in the male rhetoric of what makes us worthy. We should know that our greatest ally is each other. Like, I've just women loving on each other is so revolutionary. It's a shame that it is, but it's so revolutionary because for so long we've been put against each other, all in the name of being chosen. And now it's like, no, I can be chosen. I can be in a relationship and I can still have my community. I can still love my girls. It doesn't have to be either or. It no longer has to be either or. Like, I love being a woman.
You love what?
I love being a woman.
Yeah, me too.
I do. I mean, it's just, my God is a woman. I am my God. Yes, Megan. See God in yourself and love her fiercely. Like, that is all what the romanticizing the goddess is about. The goddess that is within you, like all about. And for every woman, it looks different too. There is not one cookie cutter size, one cookie cutter thing, or as it relates to how women go about reconnecting with their sensual energy or finding themselves. Every woman has different roadblocks, obstacles, conditioning, traumas that she's been through that she has to work through. And, when it comes to a point where we are communing about empowerment and not about how we can continue to be foolish and let men make a fool of us, because sometimes you have friends that encourage you to continue to let a man make a fool of you.
Yes.
Or continue, girl, just work it out. At least you got somebody. Please stay. I'm not going to say stay away from them. Stay away from getting advice. Don't talk about relationships with them. Some people you just don't. And I love when I can connect with women and we don't even talk about men. Like, all we talk about is how we're going to feel better about ourselves, what trips we're about to go on, how we're about to get more streams of income, or, how we're healing some generational trauma, right? Like, listen, this is something my mom did with me, but this is something I'm not going to do with my children. Or, this is something I saw growing up, and this is something that now I know is a lie. And I'm not, I don't have to live in that way anymore. Just so many things. And the woman.
There's tons to discuss now.
It
There's tons to discuss.
is.
Okay. All right. Y'all still asking questions? Do y'all have any other questions for Sirena Royale?
I didn't even see. If y'all asked the question, I didn't even see it. Pick me behavior.
Lady's face. Oh, that was okay.
I could never worship a male god. We are the creators, whether we have kids or not. Yes, we are. Because we create the romance. We create the love. We create the vibe. We create the sweet smells. What is a party without women there, right?
That's why they give us discounts to get in.
The men be upset, like, they be disrespectful, man. There wasn't no bitches there.
What bitches there?
Yeah. They be like, we
on live learning about sensuality. We at home on the live learning about sensuality. How do we get rid of religious induced shame and around pleasure?
Oh my goodness. Thank you for that. So the first part is understanding that a lie is told about feminine energy. The woman is demonized from the beginning in a way to make her be shameful of herself, because Genesis is nothing but the gene of Isis. And Isis, if we're going to go deep, was the first body or artifact they found, which was a Black woman. So the first being on this earth being not a woman, but a Black woman, a woman that looked like you and I. You understand? So when we talk about Genesis and the beginning and the gene of Isis, if y'all remember that movie Lucy that came out a couple years ago, when she was given all of this consciousness, right? Lucy is also the name they gave to that artifact. So she should have been a Black woman, but they couldn't put that there and really challenge the status quo, because the Black is so many negative stereotypes that are put on us, but especially in religion, the way to really unleash from that. And I don't want to say totally reject religion, like drop it all the way. I just say embrace the goddess. Everything that says he, male, God, think of it in a way of a woman. How would God talk to you if she was a woman? What would she say to you? First of all, she be fooling. You know that. She be fooling. So we have to take this scary rhetoric of, again, this shame. Take the shame and the scary rhetoric that you going to hell if you do X, Y, Z. My opinion is we living in hell.
I was going to say, I always just tell people to just reckon with the hell of it all. Like, reckon with the hell of it all. Like, go to the darkest place you've ever been on earth. Figure out how to live there forever. If you ever need to, come on out. Because they're terrorizing you with that hell thing, and you're falling for it. And you missing out on orgasms and enjoyment and red lipstick because you're afraid of a figment of your grandmother's imagination. Like, it's your grandmama's fear of hell that's terrorizing you like this, girl. Please come out of there. That's why I didn't
know if I could talk like that. Well, now I know I'm in my tribe. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Because totally, listen. Okay, I know I can go there. See, the thing is, what they don't tell you is there was something called a sacred whore anciently, right? And the man did not go to her to have relations with her. He went to her for psychic counsel.
Mm-hmm.
War generals went to her and paid for her counsel. That she was in a house. She was protected. Okay? It was sacred. It's expected that a man pay to be next to you, let alone lay down with you.
Mm-hmm.
But that right there contradicts every part of religion that says you are nothing more but there for man's consumption and to have children.
Really?
That you are not supposed to have sex for pleasure. You know?
She said she feels the shame afterwards. It's like I should be ashamed, dirty, unclean vibes. That's what I feel. I always feel like you'll tell her what you think she should do, Sirena, but I think you should, if you avoiding the shame, it is probably going to take you a little bit longer to get through it. I think you should just be willing to feel ashamed. Like, if you may be uncomfortable with shit, like, be willing to feel it so you can turn it into something else.
But I want to go deeper, Cozy Rosie. Why do you feel shame, though? You feel shame, like, after you lay with someone, or what?
Herself, I think.
Yeah, why are you feeling shame? You know, because if you doing it because you trying to please them, you gonna feel shame. You have to do it because it's what you want to do.
But I'm saying even that, I think that's why we're here in front of you like this. Because I think even like us just being like, I'm going to pleasure myself. And then pleasuring yourself and then being successful at it, you still kind of feel icky. Like, you still feel icky doing it for yourself like that. Like, no one else benefits from this because, you know, we think every ounce of our labor, even like a byproduct of our labor. You know what I'm saying? We so good at doing what we do that even just us, like, we can roundabout do stuff for people by doing stuff for ourselves. Because even like rest, you know, and then we have more energy later to labor for the people. But like laying down in the bed, doing all the things, lighting the candles, putting on the clothes, putting on the styles and all the stuff, laying there, totally pleasuring yourself with the golden thing to go like this with all the stuff. And it's like nobody benefited from that, but you right there. And you really should have been down there working on that meatloaf.
No.
And you up there doing, you know what I'm saying?
And that right there is the spell right there. You understand? Is that again, we feel it's so deep that even when we do it ourselves, right? We still feel like it was supposed to be for someone else, or because you don't feel guilty after you know what I'm saying? If you light the candles and have the music on and all that and you having company, you don't feel guilty.
No, and if you fucked him real good, you be feeling like a bad bitch.
Yeah, you don't feel
you feeling like a bad bitch because you don't walk his ass out.
So it's like, that's the part that we have to unpack, is why is it that we can show up so beautifully, so eloquently, without shame for others? And I struggle with this too. I wish I had the ultimate answer, but the main thing that I can say really is to first understand totally who you are, everything about you, and love and embrace everything about you. Like I said, down to your smell, down to your own dirty drawers. Like, love that. And know that you did that because you love yourself. That's why I did it. That you don't need to feel bad. I did that because I love myself. Yes, girl. It was good. It was nice. Look in the mirror if you need to.
Oh, Jillian, you can't talk.
What's she
Jillian,
saying?
you can't talk. You be over there making people cry. Please, Jillian. What? Please, Jillian, talking about. Here go Jillian, deeply rooted in conditioning to show up for others more than ourselves. Meanwhile, she be over there making people cry. She's like, oh, I'm celibate right now. I know those girls are banging down your door. Jillian, Valentine's Day's coming, Jillian. Girl, she like, I'm out the game right now. Yeah, you terrorizing the people in another kind of way. Sorry. Jillian in here talking about...
It's okay. Listen, I'm telling you, it comes with it. That's our power. That's how powerful we are. Some of us have different powers. Some of us, we can make people cry. Some of us, We can laugh the drawers off someone. Some of us, we can make people feel so safe that they're vulnerable, that they tell us things, that they just feel, sometimes, you feel, when you feel vulnerable, you start feeling, and some women misread vulnerability as sexual connection. And it's like, no, I'm just being vulnerable because that's the only time that they know people to be vulnerable with them.
Right. Yeah.
And, we have to learn that when we are sensual with ourselves, when we love ourselves, when we are emotionally connected to ourselves, we're not only vulnerable
Good night,
when
Keisha.
we're sexual with someone. We're not only vulnerable at that time. Like, we're always sensual. Yeah. We're always, loving. We're always, that always shows up. We don't care if you misread it. I know what's in my heart. I know who I am. I know, what I'm doing. But yes, unfortunately, a lot of us who, like, for myself, I was a woman who developed early. And because nasty old men made comments at me, it put shame into me about my body.
Yeah.
So if a lot of us, stuff like that happened, or some of us, our mother told us, oh, so-and-so coming over, cover up. You're made to feel shame. So from very early on, we feel shame about our body. The first thing is re-owning that. Re-owning our bodies. I say gaze in that mirror for 3 minutes, butt ass naked, every day. Embrace every curve, every crevice, every imperfection, every roll, every flap. Love that shit. Honestly. That's where it starts.
Well, she said her boobs came in, but she was in kindergarten. Her period at 8.
See? And we weren't taught how to deal with that.
Oh.
And people teased us.
Listen to this. She was a preacher's kid, oldest daughter. The church was full of pedophiles, and mom said if anything happened to her, so she had to cover up and be modest and be out the way and be quiet and be invisible. Yeah.
But first, let me say, Cozy Rosie, I apologize for that. I am so sorry that happened. And unfortunately, it is the fate. Remember, I said some of us are also victims of male-centered women who unfortunately were women who were supposed to keep us safe, but who protected the wrong people and put shame into us. Don't own that shame. It was never yours to carry. That's that religious misuse I talk about. It was never yours to carry. Our beauty, our development, who we are, we deserve to be embraced in a healthy way about that. The Western world is the only world where women are sexualized. In other countries, women walk around with it out. Yeah. And their men are not groping them or doing them. It's like the same way that they use us to sell things. They use a woman's body to sell things and over-sexualize us in the media is the same way that they shame us. It's a big mind fuck. So a lot of women overall are just dealing with standards, societal standards.
He got a lustful spirit. You got a lustful spirit on you because you got a shame.
Oh my God. You see the mind fuck? Spirit? The lustful spirit was him. That he even commented on his shame.
Look. Hold on. Excuse me. She said, thank you. The pastor told her she had a lustful spirit on her. He telling on himself.
Exactly.
The lustful spirit that's on her is him.
Hey, thank you. That's exactly what I'm talking about. The bullshit that they tell girls and women and wonder why we grow up fucked up. Wonder why we grow up.
Men like, they always tell you look like a girl, but like men like young looking girls.
They do. Okay, we can go there. Why do you think they say shit like, oh, you need to have a hairless body? I always told men, listen, maybe it'll be shaved, maybe it won't. But if you want something hairless, then you don't want a woman, because this is what comes with it. Okay? All of these preferences is rooted in really wanting young women. Because young women don't have wisdom. It's about the maiden. That's why they want girls who haven't given up their V card yet. That's why they want, if they 55, they want a 19-year-old. She hasn't lived enough to call you a bullshit.
She said she stayed in trouble because she was tempted to men because she had a big ass.
Exactly. Why can't they control themselves? I teach my son to respect women and control himself. I don't shame body parts. Listen. Why don't we teach men to control themselves? Because, baby, I'm blessed. What I'm gonna do about it?
Yeah. What kind of things do being in tall invite? I'm curious, as a fellow tall woman, Amina, what kind of things do being tall at a young age invite?
They want to call you a stallion. They want to talk about how you would be if you bent over. I know.
Well, they just call me a jolly green giant. I want to know what I missed out on. They was not ever, boy. You know, I don't know. I don't let you be tall and from the South. Tell me what they call you, a stallion. Is that what it is? Oh, I ain't got no fat ass and nothing like that. I ain't had none of that.
Yeah, it's so many things that are done to us as girls that we take into adulthood subconsciously. The things that were whispered to us, the ways we were treated, the church programs we were forced to go to where we felt uncomfortable, the uncle that we always had to give a hug, that we told our mom we don't want to hug him. That's your uncle, hug him. And we didn't like the way he felt. The way that our intuition and feelings were disregarded. That's why we don't trust ourselves. That's why we feel shame.
That may be what it is. Like, if you're having a hard time, like, being alone with yourself enough, being alone, because it's almost easier to be vulnerable with other people than it is to be vulnerable with yourself. And so, like, maybe it's because, like, you don't trust yourself enough to, like, really be in the world alone with yourself and take care of yourself in every way, even sexually.
Because every time you felt something, someone told you it wasn't real. Because every time you talked about something deeply that you feel, and sex is deep. That's a deep feeling. Your sexuality is something deep and a very personal feeling. But if your personal feelings have been dismissed since a child, you subconsciously take on a personality or a persona where you do not trust yourself. So that's why we have to get in that deep love affair with ourselves. Some of us do not know ourselves. And we are in our 20s, in our 30s, in our 40s. And it's okay to take a step back and say, I'm going to learn myself. Okay. If I decide to wake up at 5 a.m., I decide to take this advice. I decide to take my life seriously, whether it's going to the gym, whether it's meditating, whether it's getting in the sauna, whether it's journaling, whether it's going for a walk, whatever it is that I'm going to incorporate to make myself better. And I learn about myself in this. And I start loving myself more. And it's okay if you wish you would have stood up for yourself. I wish I would have too. But you were working with the information you had. You were told to shrink. You were told to be a good girl, to be quiet, that no one will choose you if you're too loud. No one will choose you if you've had too many boyfriends. No one likes that. Yes, no matter which way you went, you were shamed, because that's all that's done to young girls.
Cozy Rosie, I'm sorry. How old are you, Cozy Rosie? I'm listening. I'm so sorry.
No, you good.
Yeah, you have to forgive yourself for what you did. You didn't know or wasn't taught. Yeah, that's hard to do though. 32, it's a good time to start getting to know yourself. It's fine. You've been on this earth 32 years, don't know her. But like, how would you try to, this is what your way in. if you was wanting to meet somebody new and you wanted to really, really make a good impression upon them, how would you try to get to know them? How would you show yourself to her in a way that she could trust you and build friendship with you? That's the way in. If you want to really get to know yourself, do all the things for her that you would do for somebody that you really wanted to impress and make a really good impression on. Go in through that door.
Absolutely. That is chef's kiss advice. Like, because we are so programmed to outsource, if you will, or always pay attention to how relationships show up. If we can kind of flip that and reverse that and like, how would I get to know a person? Let me use that same thing of how I would get to know me. Mm-hmm. Do you even know what makes you tick? Do you even know what your favorite things are? Yeah. Do you even surround yourself with your favorite things?
Yeah.
You know, is your space even a reflection of who you are and where you are in your life right now? Do you take the time to clean your house? You know, do you take the time to just pour into what is around you? I'm really big on space, on the space around you. Because for women, that is very important. Mm-hmm. Our space is a reflection of who we are. And that's why before I feel like women can really commit to these other societal pressures, you have to build your own sanctuary. It's too much to explore within yourself as a woman.
I think you passed by that word sanctuary too fast. I think you should slow it down about that.
That sanctuary. Yeah. Your sanctuary, and when I say that, it's a place where you can recharge. This should be a place. Some women's sanctuaries, no men were allowed there.
Yeah.
These were places that women came to recharge. Women talked about women's mysteries. Women came to, cry, heal, laugh, eat, commune, love on each other. But you can create that within your own space by surrounding, I'ma always say flowers because I love flowers. So, putting flowers, or for those of you that don't like flowers, making it smell good in there.
Something, I will say this. Something living.
A plant. Yeah.
Something living.
Or a plant.
Something beautiful and alive other than you in that space.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I have plants too. I say plants, if you don't like flowers, but definitely plants. Beautiful artwork.
Yeah, get a mother-in-law's tongue. They're easy to keep alive. You don't have to water, but every other blue moon, you need something beautiful and alive in that space.
Absolutely. To reflect you. And
yes, baby, I do.
You said, do I have an ancestor altar? Yes, I definitely do. And I was gonna go there too for my ladies that do the ancestor. Like, you create that space specifically for your ancestors too, or what deities you work with. They will guide you. But for those of you that are in that realm, but for those of you that aren't, still there is no lack with what you can do with a place that you go in and it automatically feels familiar. I'm talking about a smell that's familiar to you. A piece of art that speaks to you.
Sorry.
You good, babe. These things that speak to you when you walk in, you like, yes, this is my sanctuary.
Why you gotta sneak and put it up?
She may live with people who are hostile to those beliefs.
Okay. She got to hide under the bed.
I've had clients who have had to hide it. Just because of maybe who they choose with.
Damn. I think those are the things. I think that one of the big takeaways, the only reason why I feel like you skated back sanctuary too long is because it's those details in our everyday life that's gonna help us to improve our sensuality Like we could follow everything, all of your guidance from tonight, all of your wise counsel to a T, and still get it wrong because we wouldn't acknowledge the sanctuary. We wouldn't acknowledge the devotion. We would not acknowledge the consistency. We wouldn't acknowledge all the little things that we need to do to personalize this experience and make it our own. Because a lot of times we be for example, somebody will get in here and be totally terrorized. Like everybody get on my nerves, and they'll be like, "Go to therapy." Earlier today, we talked about several different forms of therapy. Like, you can't just tell somebody to go to therapy. You can't just tell somebody self-care. Like, getting to know yourself is learning, even building a sanctuary. It's important for you to build a sanctuary because now when you're in TJ Maxx, you're in TJ Maxx with intentionality. Now when you're in Kroger, you're in Kroger with intentionality. Now when you're shopping for clothes, because what do you dress for? How do you dress to dwell in a sanctuary? And so now it's embodiment. Valerie is always talking about embodiment. I think that's the word. Is that the word? Did I use it right?
Embodiment is the word. Embodying all of that in every day, And I always say, your day starts with your morning.
Yeah.
Wake up earlier. Start that day with those slow mornings.
Yeah.
And when you have your sanctuary, because my slow mornings, I go into my sanctuary.
Okay.
When you have the slow mornings and the sanctuary,
listen, me too, Miss Fantasy.
It's gonna change your life, because even when you out in the world and the world is testing you, you're gonna know you got that sanctuary to go back to. And even man. That's the biggest thing, embodying it. But even when you're on the way to building your sanctuary, wake up a little earlier, even if it's 20 minutes earlier, 30 minutes earlier.
Because even that is living in a sanctuary. That is living in a sanctuary. Like rituals is building out a sanctuary. The reason why I say, please, no matter where you are financially, you need to be able to provide for yourself. You need to be able to take care of yourself. You need to be able to give yourself a beautiful life. That is, when the apocalypse comes, you can still wake up at 4:00 in the morning. When we're at war, we're still up very early in the morning, eating packets of oatmeal and praying and getting ready for battle. So part of building your sanctuary is, even if you live, because everybody be like, oh, I can't wait to get my own place. As soon as I get my own place, I'm going to implement Sirena Royale's advice. No, wake up early tomorrow, and this is your routine from 4 a.m. to 5 a.m., from 5 a.m. to 5:45 every day. I told y'all before I got married, every Thursday, I set aside Thursdays to drink wine and cry. I would turn on that Tony Braxton, drink my wine and cry. I would cry beautiful, big alligator tears every Thursday. I saved all my Thursdays for crying. That's what it woke up at 4:00 every morning, no matter if I had something to do or not. I say bed rotting for when the circus comes to town and I need to be sitting down. God is in us and everywhere. You love a good cry. Right.
And let me tell you, when you are consistent with your regimen, you will be rewarded. You will be surprised at the way life starts rewarding you. Yeah. The way opportunities open up.
Because that's the beginning of rolling the red carpet out for yourself.
Yes. Things you start meeting the right people. You may go on that 5 a.m. You up, let me go to the Starbucks. You meet somebody at 5 a.m. at Starbucks that changes your life. Let me tell you, Starbucks and Wawa coffee shops are a very interesting place at 5 a.m.
We're not supposed to be at Starbucks.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, coffee shop, Wawa, or, they're a very interesting place at 5 a.m. But just changing, you can't keep doing the same thing and expect different results. You've been doing the shit you've been doing.
When I be telling y'all to get a new life, I always tell y'all wake up earlier. And you need to be waking up earlier than everybody you hate. And if you don't know who you hate, you late.
Yeah. Don't let them get a head start on you.
You need to be waking up earlier than your boss, your mother-in-law, your enemies. You need to be up earlier than them. You need to be up earlier than them. Just for general principle, because you don't play like that, you should be up earlier than them.
Get up. But this also means going to bed too at night.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we spend a lot of time scrolling. And the thing is if you're not careful about the content that you ingest, that can take you off your journey as well. You start doubting based on a post you've seen, based on some shit you've seen that's not rooted in reality, that's not rooted in a loved one wanting to help you. So you have to be very conscious. And let me tell you something. If you see something and it triggers you, don't feel inclined to respond. Remove yourself. Remove yourself from it. That doesn't even require your energy. Where energy goes, where attention goes, energy flows. So what if you only focused on what you wanted? What if you only woke up early and focused on the shit in your life that you wanted to expand? Not what makes you mad, not what triggers you, not what happened in the past, not like what happens if that's all you lock in on is what you want. Look at that. I be in the bed by 9, scrolling till 1 a.m. We all guilty. And look at all that rest you could have got. If you would have went to bed even at 10, you would be refreshed at 5 a.m.
You wouldn't have all that redness. You wouldn't have all that redness, honey. You'll be clear and all the things.
Yeah.
You don't play about your sleep.
You gotta be a slow burn. This is a microwave society. But the feminine has to be the slow burn. Yeah. You have to stop and take your time. You have to give yourself the time. Society is not going to back you up with this.
No.
Okay?
No. Everybody gonna be trying to bully you out of this.
Yes. Society's not gonna back you up. You're not gonna have support from people. They're gonna say it's selfish. Why would you do that? Listen. It's very unpopular to do some of these things, but this is how you win, and this is how you heal yourself and romanticize yourself and let go of the torture that we feel chasing these false narratives. Because some women, unfortunately, leave this earth chasing false narratives. Never experiencing goddess bliss, never experiencing the romance of themselves. Been married to Willie Earl for 55 years, who never gave her the love that she deserved. And it's it's normalized. It's normalized for a woman. I be looking at stuff from the 90s. It was really normalized for a woman to not get oral sex and to not orgasm.
Did you see The Sopranos? When that old dude, that girl, he had ate the girl out, and she was so glad. Ooh, it was so good. Oh, it was so good. Oh, grown. Oh, man, ate me out so good. And he ate her out so good, she was telling people because she was the town gossip. And he was like, don't tell nobody. She had already told everybody. That was a nightmare for me because he fucked her up. I said, that would have been me. That would have been me telling the girl he eating so good. Oh my God, I didn't even know we could do that. And I done already told it. He was so mad at her. And then they was calling him gay. They was calling him gay because he ate her out. I said, how you gay for licking a vagina?
See? Not only will men mind fuck women, they will mind fuck each other. They will mind fuck each other with this nonsense. If you don't stand on business, and that's one of the things I maybe should have led with for real. Like this shit is not easy to fathom. This work is not easy. That's why a lot of people reject it. It's not easy. And no, you're not supported by society. Society tell you, shut the fuck up. Do what a man tell you to do. Have the babies if he tell you, shut up, be good. Be good with that. Be glad somebody even looked at your ass.
Okay. Are you still accepting questions?
I am.
Okay, I had a question.
Yes.
So we was talking about building our personal sanctuaries.
Mm-hmm.
One of the things we talked about was waking up early.
Mm-hmm.
If I wanted to use the elements to build my personal sanctuary, how would I do that?
First thing I would do is find out when the sun rises, and I would set my wake up time 5 or 10 minutes before the sun rises, so I can actually be at one with the sun. On your altar or your place where you're gonna recharge.
Look how a sacred place.
A sacred place. I would have a bowl of water there for that element. I would have some incense there for the air element. And then I would have a candle. I would light a candle for the fire element. Earth element already being, the sun rising.
I like that. What is the bowl of water for?
For water, the element of water.
I'm saying what is it?
It helps us to connect to our emotions. It helps us to connect more deeply, especially to our intuition, all feminine energy, because the water is all feminine. We came from the waters. We were in the water in our mother's womb for 9 months. That's why the water breaks. The water keeps us safe as children. The water holds memory. Where there is water, there is spirit. So even when I talked about Oshun and the water, when she took the water with her, when she left the earth, it left the earth barren. So water is very important for feminine energy, and very important for connecting. I even tell women, if you struggle with nightmares, okay, and some of us struggle with nightmares at our big age, get a glass bowl, put it in some water, and put it under your bed. Change it every 3 nights. You can put some sea salt in there, okay, to pull any negative energy. And if you want to promote sweet dreams, you can spray that water with your favorite perfume. But water is definitely a connection. And if any of you ladies have a mirror facing your bed, you want to change that. If the mirror facing your bed makes it harder for you to sleep, you don't want that reflection there. Mirror can be used as a portal. So please make that mirror turn that away from your bed, especially if you lay there with your partner.
Where there is water, there is spirit. Okay, I got my question answered. Oh, anybody else got any questions? I did have something I wanted to say too. If we I don't want to take up all y'all time. I wanted to talk again about typing too fast. So I can't watch the mirror during sexy time. Turn it back around, she said. She said she don't have no problem with it. Turn it back around when it's time to go to sleep.
Yeah. That's all.
I'm having a brain fart. Okay. Okay. I did want to talk one more time about the merchandise.
Okay. Yeah, so the merchandise is available at serenalux.com. And let me just kind of tell you what the House of Serena is. And I can bring this back over here now.
Oh, it's Serena.
I love how you say Serena. Don't you stop. Don't you ever stop.
Serena.
Don't you ever stop saying Sirena, because I love how you throw that up on my name, girl.
Oh, okay.
Yes, child.
I was like, who is that?
Who is Serena? Yeah. Sirena.
Somebody else has been introduced. Girl. Okay, Sirena Royale, girl.
So, the House of Serena, or Sirena, if you will, is a luxurious feminine sanctuary. And so the work that I do is really for women to find and reclaim their power. Okay? We are born with power that is hidden from us from the time we are born. It is my duty to help women to understand who they are and to not see it as shameful. When I say things like domination, and when I say things like sugar baby, or even when I say Jezebel, right? Because Jezebel is a root. Jezebel is a root that is used for women's wealth and women's success. And look at how they turn that term on us. It's literally a root that women use to get wealthy men, to do things that they want, and to gain, to have gains in business. And some men, the patriarchy just hated women's independence so much that they had to demonize everything that has to do with power and women. So some of the things I do are these luxurious sprays here. This is the Baddie Bombshell spray. This is for bombshells. Those of you that want to uplift your confidence. Those of you that want to start testing your powers out, if you will. Those of you that maybe depend on tips from others. This here is going to help draw that here. It's going to make people be magnetized to you, but it also makes you feel really good. Now, the thing about all my products is you want to start with a clean canvas. That means you out the shower, right? You get out the shower, then you begin to proceed. Okay? So let's say in the shower, we use one of these love baths, because this is a love and purity bath. This right here is really good for what we're talking about tonight, which is about releasing shame and purifying ourselves, really giving ourselves a reset as far as how we feel, how we show up for ourselves, and being sovereign, being a sovereign woman. So you use this in the bath, okay? And then when you get out, you're going to use some goddess oil. And this oil right here, it's pink. It has some really beautiful juju in it, but it has bay leaves, roses, and cloves. So it smells earthy, musky, and a little tropical. Now, the thing about these oils is you can use them. You only need a little bit. You use them on your body. You can put a little bit in a bath. You can use some in your candles, all purpose. But it is used for you to magnify your goddess energy, okay? So after you use your goddess bath, you put on your oil and then you seal it all with the spray, okay? I also have goddess bundles that come with sugar scrubs. My sugar scrubs, I use brown sugar, okay? Brown sugar for the brown skin. And baby, let me tell you, them sugar scrubs, after you use them, you don't even need to put any lotion on your skin, anything when you get out of the shower, because those oils that I use really are going to infuse and enrich and exfoliate, okay? Now, we talk about candles. These candles here are fixed. And what it means when it's fixed is there are certain herbs and roots that tie to certain energies. This one here is all about feminine healing and feminine empowerment. And this is nothing to do with the dark days, okay? This is all about a lot of these things here. While one thing you'll notice when you start to really heal your feminine energy, you are naturally going to be more magnetizing. Men are going to notice you. Women are going to notice you. Children are going to notice you. But especially, those that are romantically attracted to you, you're going to see an uptick in that. So what comes with that is the need for protection. And that's when that domination bath comes into. To let it be known, like, yes, I look good, I feel good, but my energy is not accessible by everyone. If I do make it accessible, it will be on terms that are good for me. This is especially good for women who have not learned to stand up for themselves or who struggle with standing up for themselves. Women who in the moment don't really know how to be assertive about what it is that makes them uncomfortable. Or women who just feel that their voice has been silenced because years of repressing their emotions, okay? So that's what I mean when I say goddess domination, all right? It's about reversing all of the spells that have been put on you or all of the repression that you have dealt with, okay? So yeah, let me spray some spray for the girlies. I send that through to y'all, okay? The sprays, the aura sprays, I spray them on everything. My purse, in my room, all of that is just refreshing energy, goddess energy. They smell, this one smells like magnolias and peaches, and you know, you really have to check the website out, and I have blog posts there, and you'll see, but everything is goddess coded.
Yeah.
Everything is about learning something different about yourself, whether it's I want to go deeper into my generational healing, which would be that Black Madonna candle. Okay, which in transparency I sent to Lady, right? That white candle that was dressed, that was all about generational healing, all about women in her bloodline. And then so whether you want to go deep into your bloodline, whether you want to be like, okay, I want to heal some trauma I've been through, get the yoni steams, you know, or I want to be more magnetized. I'm ready to open up my dating portal and get out there and have some devotees or whatever.
Yeah.
We have for that. Or you just want to have fun, because it's no judgment. Like sometimes, you know, some girls are like, okay, I need to heal some stuff. And some girls are like, shit, I spent so much time feeling that I was shameful. You know, I need to have some experience.
Yeah.
Whatever your twist is.
Yeah.
For romanticizing your life, you understand that's what's there for you. Is but it's something about just having a clean space and having a beautifully dressed candle lit, you know, and some good smelling aura sprays up in the air that just make you feel unequivocally, I don't even know if that's a word, unequivocally. It can't be described.
Yeah.
It can't be described. It's a frequency.
Yeah.
And when you're in it, you know it, and you're like, damn. And I will admit, sometimes it feels scary. Sometimes when you're healing and you let go of that trauma, which became a part of your identity, it feels scary. Because you like, damn, what can I hold on to if I can't hold on to
who
this?
Am I right? Who am I if I don't have this right? Yeah, I feel you on that. There's one more thing. You was talking about, I was gonna say, I really was just thinking like, if you wanted to really like get yourself something for Valentine's Day, I think a yoni stick is like, I've been trying to take somebody to get a yoni. Taco Bella, do you want to go and get a yoni steam? My period.
Oh, let me say something. If you use the Lady has her own discount code. Yeah. And I'm gonna put it in the chat. It's Sweet Sticky.
It is.
So if you use Sweet Sticky, you get 10% off your order.
Yeah,
she's SerenaLux.com. Put that in there too. Yeah. And if you want to get something for Valentine's Day, what I suggest getting is one of these signature goddess oils. Okay, most definitely. Get you a signature goddess oil. Get you a goddess bath, you know, and then a candle. Or get you a goddess oil. Get you a goddess bath, and also get a spray. Either way, layer your goddess energy. But definitely these oils, the things I put out are seasonal. This is something that I've recently dropped. Really enjoying this. Before I put out my products, I always use them first to see how they doing. Man, I'll just say, and this is how I got to the point. Using this oil is how I got to the point of releasing shame. All right. To let go of all of those things that block me from embracing all of who I am and all of my goddess energy. You know, like love all of that. You know, we need to love ourselves the way we want somebody to come into our life and love us. We say, I want him to love me, or I want them to love me with all my flaws. They shouldn't judge me. They need to accept me. That's how you got to be coming about yourself. Yes. Code is Sweet Sticky, 10% off, SerenaLux.com. Absolutely. Absolutely. So, you know, for Valentine's Day, that would be the best thing. But let me tell you something, like every day is Galentine's or Valentine's Day there. Like every day is about pleasure. Every day is about love. Every day is about showing up with roses and chocolates and wine and beautiful things. Every day is about fueling your energy and space with luxury. You know, that's really what it's about. And I want to, when you get your products, it's about curating an experience for you, right? It's not just about the oil. It's not just about the candle. It's about setting up a whole experience. When you order, there's something special that comes in. I'm going to be sending Lady a special, complimentary bundle anyway, because I have some new literature that kind of comes with it, and I want her to get it too. So, just yeah.
Okay, I'm looking forward to it. This what I also want to say, y'all. The real reasons why I can sit Sirena Royale up here for 2.5 hours, 3 hours, is because when I am feeling lost. And back in January, y'all talked to me about y'all's sensuality, and I told y'all I was gonna find somebody to help us with that. I've been following her on the TikTok for a while, and we kind of collided when we began, and I got a reading from her because I was very stressed about being this visible this fast, and we had my first reading, and it was enlightening. And I'll just leave it right there. But I knew that she was somebody I was going to want to try to kind of have to talk to regularly, because she did bring me some peace about some things. Oh. So this week, of course, you already know, I've lived my life very much out loud with y'all this week. Very, very, very visible, very, very exposed this week. I've had to do some work this week that has been terrorizing me. And I had to seek wise counsel yet again. Every time I finish with my every time we finish, I always ask that she write me a prescription. This week, when I asked her to write me a prescription, she gave me the homework assignment. She know how I feel about that holy word. She don't care. She told me to study the 23rd Psalm. We've had this conversation already about that 23rd Psalm. And I thought that you can go to, tell them how you can book a reading. Sorry, I'm sorry.
It's serenaluck.com. You can get it there, so I'm going to put it in the chat for you.
Okay.
But yeah, you can book the reading and get the products all there. It's all available there.
So I did my homework as soon as we got off the phone. I studied the 23rd Psalm like she said. And I'll just say, if you was there, I'm not gonna get all emotional. The live is on YouTube, it's there. But sometimes we just be, well, we sometimes we just be what we need. Like, we just be what we need. And just know that if you in this world on your own and you need to seek wise counsel, she's there. Pay for her time. Pay a tithe to her for her wisdom. She's not going to dick you around. If you ever need to seek wise counsel, it ain't about nothing else more than that. If you need to seek wise counsel because you are lost, if you need to seek wise counsel because you need confirmation, affirmation, guidance, wisdom, love, warmth, if you need to be more in touch with yourself, if you need to be more honest with yourself, if you need to be more comfortable with yourself, if you need to hold more space for yourself, if you need more grace for yourself, whatever it is, seek wise counsel. All I can give you is what I got. This is one of my treasures. You're welcome to it.
Oh.
And there she is. That's it. Merry Christmas.
And you're a treasure to me too. I'm just so grateful, to be able to, be here. I will tell you ladies something, that I have really taken a step back from the work that I was doing, like back in 2022, the end of 2022. I really decided to kind of take a step back and focus on my growth and what I wanted to do next. And I knew that, so I used to really heavily focus on the products, big on the candles, big on the potions, the baths. But what I saw it was becoming was people were more so talking about the way it affected their relationships with men. You know, like I said, a lot of women got pregnant or, and so I was like, wow, this is a goddess sanctuary. I want to make the entire experience about the goddess empowerment. Like, of course, men are going to be enamored. We know that's coming. But so I've really just gotten back into a space where I'm able to serve others. And so for me to connect with lady like this, which was just off the humble, I know it's aligned and divine and just the way it flowed and just giving me this opportunity, and inviting me personally into your platform, which you have built brick by brick, like is such a humbling and rewarding experience for me. And also just like, I know that I'm in the right place. Like it's no trouble at all. It's no worry at all. Like it feels good being here and giving all of this because it's like it's the right thing. So I am just
I feel good about it. I feel good about it. Somebody advised me to start praying this week. And so over this experience here, I'm just trying to change my relationship with this, things. And so what I said a prayer for us, just for us to connect and be free and be vulnerable and be loving and be warm and make connections that'll last a long time. And just a very vulnerable, very honest prayer, like, this is what I want. I'm going to take my hands off of it now. Whatever you say, fine. But this is what I would like, please. And just really creating who or what do you recommend praying to? Because I don't like Christianity like that. Now, I'm going to tell you what I have said to those of us who are struggling and who are just deconstructing.
Yeah.
And I've said this to Nichelle. I've said it to people that's like in here. Like, this gonna sound so lame, but your higher self.
I was gonna say the same thing. It's not lame at all.
You were just the person that you lust after being, the person that you just need to be so bad for the people to love you. All of those things, like how you look, how you feel, how you live. If you got a gazillion dollars, pray to the you that has a gazillion dollars and a husband that love you and a bunch of kids, since y'all want kids so bad, and you drive a nice car and you spend summers in Monte Carlo. Pray to her, okay?
Because she gonna answer you.
Now, she will answer now.
But when she shakes shit up in your life, when she gets you ready, when she gets you ready for those things that you
telling you, consuming substances in this life could harm your health. She knows what she doing. Thank y'all. She got it. It's Friday night. Leave that lady alone. Don't.
I think they were so telling the audience too.
Oh, okay.
But yeah. Shit. When you pray to her, and she shakes shit up and she starts challenging those beliefs, starts challenging those self-doubt, starts challenging that self-doubt, starts challenging those limiting beliefs. Be ready for that. When you wake up early, be ready to hear her voice. And it's you. It's the wisdom that you've always had that you are unlocking.
And it takes us back. It takes us back to the personal sanctuary. Who are you? Who is all of this for? Because when you go to that church, The sanctuary is for your Lord. So when you build this personal sanctuary, it's the sanctuary that the woman that you aspire to be is gonna bring her in. Like I do, like the home that I want outside of my husband and child. I know that I always tell y'all that story about my period. Me on my period is the closest I comes to the me I was before I had a child. And so, like, I'm always welcoming her back. I know she'll never come back for me. She left me because I left her for marriage and motherhood. I always am big. I'm always eager for her to come back and at least visit me. The reason why I want my own apartment is I want to create a home where there's no man and no child because I want her to come back and visit me. And so, like, building your personal sanctuary and just creating a place where the most you are is there, and it's unbridled and it's uninterrupted. Secondly, based on what I've learned this week, you have to have women around you. You need your mirrors. Not only do you need your mirrors, you need women around you that have wisdom and experience. Women whose wisdom and experience you can trust. When you look upon her face, you see a place of safety. When you hear her voice, y'all know how I weep at the sound of Elle's voice. I weep at the sound of her voice. You need these women in your life to guide you. You need places where you can go where you have full trust. So when they tell you about yourself, you can see and hear. When they command you to grow, you just grow. You don't ask no questions. You don't make no excuses. When they tell you to step out of that smallness and be bigger, you just do it. You know what I mean? When they tell you to open up a book, you said you would never open again. When they tell you to pray and you decided you don't have to do that no more. But they command you to pray, you fucking pray. You'll figure out something to pray for, and you will figure out who to pray to. People you can trust. And people you can trust. That's all I'm saying. If you don't have people around you that if everything falls apart, they can help you build strategies to rebuild. They can give you the confidence, the love, and the resources to rebuild. This is what you should be doing when you're building your personal sanctuary, creating a luxurious feminine experience. Because men go to that barbershop and they get all this smoke blown up their ass every week. Most guys just go to the barbershop to get a line, but they going to get that smoke blown up their ass. Where are you going to get that smoke blown? And y'all be like, I don't talk to my hairstylist when I go get my hair done. Well, where are you going? Where are you going? Well, I can always tell when y'all to go to no beauty shop based on how y'all handle y'allself. And I can tell when y'all go to that beauty shop, if y'all going, that y'all in there shutting the fuck up because you don't share stories. I don't talk to nobody. And you don't know shit. You got your hand like this. You're not sharing. The reason why I know so much is because I share so much.
Yeah.
The reason why I got a story for every situation is because I share. I'm always like this. The point that I'm making is, hey, she's such a Virgo, is as we get older, a part of our safety with ourselves, we need safety with ourselves to be able to get all of this sensuality that we need. Your wise counsel, lean to your sensuality. My wise counsel was in a live this morning talking about crystals. Did you see the website? She talking to us about how important it is for certain. She needed like where you could use the plastic, but this is why these particular substances are healthier for your vagina through and through. Like you could get the $40 joint. You're going to have a good time. But she going to offer you something. She going to offer more to the conversation, more to your experience. Because we could have just been sitting up talking about the what is the thing? The Sensuality Pro 19, whatever, Pro 2. We could have, but now she's enriched the conversation in so many ways. She's made us really think. She's raised our standards. Every time I talk to her, she makes me think and she forces me to raise my standards. Your wise counsel. Your wise counsel. That's all. Just make sure that when you building these sanctuaries and when you seeking your sensuality and when you're getting to know yourself, because here's the thing. When I tell you, if you 32 years old and you never knew yourself and you're getting to know yourself now, you're introducing Cozy Rosie to Cozy Rosie. Cozy Rosie, you better bring unto Cozy Rosie wise counsel. Lay them at her feet. Bring them to her.
Yeah.
Here's your right hand. Here's your left hand. When you need this, this is who you call. When you need this, this is who you call. That way she can feel safe with you. If you have questions about your orgasms, they can answer them. If you have questions about anything regarding your womanhood and being as close to yourself as possible, they can answer you. If you don't have no women around you seeing about you like that, even if it's just a YouTuber, somebody, this community has truly helped me reintroduce myself to me at 33. 33 is a good age.
Amen.
33 is a good age.
It is.
TikTok is embarrassing us. Why they get this message down? Anyway, I just wanted to say that to y'all, wise counsel. After the week I have had, the only thing that has kept me alive is my wise counsel. The only thing that has kept me affirmed, trusting myself, present with myself, and grounded is wise counsel. Please. Okay. That's it.
Oh,
these lines have helped me so much. You should be excited for 33. Nichelle will be 33 this year. It's some gems in this group turning 33 this year. If we just hook our wagon on to theirs, I'll show y'all what I mean by 33 is a good year. Mm-hmm. Hook your wagon on to those three girls that's turning 33 this year. They'll show you what I mean. 33 is a good age.
It really is. And we're taught, that we need to figure all these things out in our 20s. But the 30s is really where you learn yourself. Honestly, that's where you learn yourself. And ironically, Lady and I are the same age, in our 30s. And it's like, when I look at the difference between the woman I was in my 20s and who I am now and how I choose me first. And, what you said about having your own place, I think that's so important because, it doesn't mean that, I love my husband any less or that I love my child any less. But there is a certain sacrifice that a woman makes to become those things and to reconnect with the woman that she was before. I mean, even on a physical level, the body changed because it gave birth to a whole nother human. And just reconnecting, that's very powerful and important.
You know something? I actually have significantly less shame in my body since giving birth.
Wow.
Girl, I was there with you when you brought that human being, Ursa, and he was living. His heart was beating. His mind was at work. His fingers did this. I was there with you, ma'am. You weren't asleep. I was in the room. Oh, ma'am. Girl,
And for some women, giving birth does initiate them into a goddess realm when you see the power and the pain, right? It's like both. It's duality, like the trauma that you go through, but this baby, this life that comes on the other side of this. It's a beautiful thing. Again, it's so many layers to how we can embrace and understand our feminine energy. And, whether you have a child or not as a woman, you have that same essence, that same power, that same. And my thing is, I don't even get into semantics about like, oh, are women a superior gender or men a superior gender? No, I don't think that we're equal. I never wanted to be equal to a man. Men have things that they're good at. Women have things that we're good at. We are not meant to be equal. We are different. We come together for reasons, but we all have different things that we are meant to do. They can have a space like this talking to men about their divine masculine energy. Unfortunately, I don't think that happens as much, but women understanding that we have to choose ourselves because we dictate how all of this goes. Us taking a passive role in society, us taking a passive role in the dating scene, us taking a passive role in the way things go. This is why things are imbalanced like this.
Yes.
It's because of the lies, So one by one, women learn to trust themselves and love themselves. And that's the best thing for you to do is trust yourself, love yourself, romanticize yourself, create a sanctuary for yourself. And even when it feels like, why am I doing this? That's when you keep going. When you get down, when you say, what the fuck? Why am I doing? That's when you keep going. Because that's when a lot of us fall off. When you don't get that instant gratification. Or why am I doing this for myself? Ain't nobody about to see this. No. Yeah. Show up for yourself. Discipline yourself to show up for yourself.
And it's you. Like, you always there. Like, I have no problem. With putting on my shit because I'm always there. Like, I'm getting dressed for myself.
Yeah.
And it's like, if ain't no, like, I sitting in the house, it's got to be correct because she's there. I'm going to walk past a couple of mirrors. She's just sitting here. I don't know. So here's the thing, Sirena Royale. March the 20th is the first day of spring. What day of the week is that on? I want to see what day of the week that falls on.
Yes, we go. I was just thinking of when is the next one going to be. You already know that.
Yeah, I know. This is a Friday.
It's something that needs to be
it's
like
Friday. It's already a Friday, the first day of spring.
Look at that.
Serendipity. So I think we will be spending the next month and a half using the things that you gave us, doing all the homework assignments you gave us. And when we reconvene on March the 20th, you can guide us a little bit further. Like, we can put all of these things into action because I'm sitting in a room that I'm going to spend the next, today is February the 6th. March 20th, we'll be back. I'm turning this room around. I'm turning this room that we're sitting in right now into a luxurious feminine sanctuary.
Yes.
When we come back on the 20th, this is going to be a totally different place. Sanctuary, yes. And it don't have to be, you don't need a room. You just need it within yourself. So when we come back and we tell Sirena Royale we've been doing our homework, that could just mean we getting up every morning at 4 a.m. Since we got a book to read anyway, we wake up at 4 a.m. every morning. We take a shower. We read our book. We make a light breakfast, a nutrient-dense breakfast, and that's how we do it. Even if it's all that is, whatever we do, when we get back, we're going to have to tell Sirena Royale we didn't sit up here and waste our goddamn time. We coming back March the 20th to turn in our homework. Correct? Put a red rose in the chat. If we coming back March the 20th to turn in our homework. Correct? Okay.
Correct. Yes. And I already kind of think I know what we're going to talk about in March when we keep going. It's going to be, more around like rebirth. Radical rebirth, though, because the March, to me, the springtime is the real. That's the real time where because right now we still in the winter. Right. We still going through transition right now. Yes. We still are very much dealing with 2025 energy.
Yes.
Even though
you could use this time as an opportunity to get your planning done. Pull your things in. Even if it's like, I am gonna do me a little oil. I am gonna do me like, cause I thought about when I'm gonna put my little oil in some body butter and really slather it out. Put it in a little body wash, slather it out. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna use my oil to the maximum benefit, right? Okay. But also like doing all of my planning and curating and studying. I'm a sidecar because I've been reading Sacred Pampering Principles. I'm really gonna get in there now because I really need to figure out how to build this room out like I want to. And so, like, even if it is just collecting things for a few weeks, collecting things, whatever, we're gonna get there. Yeah,
You will. Everyone will. It's a what was everything that was
Sacred
said
Pampering
tonight,
Principles.
all of the energy. What's the name of the book? Oh, I got a couple of books.
Okay, you're gonna give me the list.
I'm gonna text a lady with books, just I guess resources in general, just some things to kind of add on to what we talked about. So yeah, I'll send that tomorrow morning.
Maybe we'll start that one. So instead of doing women who run with wolves, because we're gonna do women who run with wolves as a experience. So the
Okay.
next book we'll read after communion, because we're gonna need a break from all of this talking about this stuff after we get through with Bell Hook's ass. Let's go right into Sacred Pampering Principles. So when we meet you in March, we'll be reading Sacred Pampering Principles and we'll be ready for the wisdom.
Okay.
Have we read? No, I have. No, I have not. No, I have not. I know you finished it, Alicia. I know you. I know. No, I have not read nothing about like that, Darlena. I ain't never. I know I have not read that. Is it like the vagina monologues? Vagina?
No, I've heard of it. It's like it's something close to like I think understanding feminine energy to from like a womb space or whatever.
Okay.
I haven't checked it out, but yeah, I think the name of it is kind of for shock value a little bit.
Yeah, she did that for sure. She
Yeah,
did. Well, whoever wrote it, they did that. Okay, so we're gonna put you down for March the 20th.
March 20th for sure. Yes, I will be back. We will be talking more about this.
You got to look it up.
All of the things. I'm sure I'll have a theme then.
Yeah. Oh, you'll have plenty of that. I'm saying it'll give us plenty of time to get out, like to experiment and have our questions ready to ask. And we'll probably, because what we usually do, because we're smart ladies, we're intentional. This whole environment is just very serendipitous. What'll end up happening is between now and March the 20th, we'll have a lot of meaningful conversations and shit. And by the time we get to you, we just gonna blow your wig back, girl. Because we just so brilliant when we get together, Lord help us.
And we should start, I'm thinking we should start that session with like a nice little Q&A.
You think we should start it with the Q&A?
Mm-hmm. Because I feel like as some of the ladies go through building the sanctuaries and all of that, I feel it's going to be definitely, so we'll start, the first 30 minutes or so, like Q&A.
30 minutes to give us 30 minutes to answer one question. You have been over here long enough to know that we have raging ADHD. 30 minutes is not long enough to answer one question, maybe one question in 30 minutes. We got that raging ADHD.
Yeah.
We'll work on it. With this will be on YouTube. This will be on YouTube. We need to be wide open so Sirena can share it with her folks. She can put it in her whatever. It'll be everywhere. We're gonna leave it wide
good. I'm glad. I'm glad it's gonna be on YouTube. I think I was recording it too, so.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay, what else? We got March the 20th. Also, I think if we get a month to plan it out, I think from what we've learned from tonight and having a little over a month to plan it, I don't think we have no way of knowing what it's gonna be like. I don't think we should box ourselves in and be like Q&A in the beginning. I think we should let it happen, how it happens, and just let this month educate us. Because that's what I'm saying. All of us getting together. If 58 of us get together, if 12 of us out of the 58 get together and start working on the luxurious feminine sanctuary, just us sharing notes, girl. By March 20th, I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about it. And it'll be girl. Everybody gonna get their whole lives. We're gonna blow through that door like nothing nobody ever seen before.
I love. Thank you, ladies, so much for giving me the time tonight. Ooh, okay, I hope to see you all. Please, connect with me if you have questions. You can also contact Lady.
Yeah.
She'll let me know.
And go
Lady
around there. If you
go around
there, please go around there. If you get a reading from Tim
SerenaLux.com.
and you have extra questions, go over there. If you have anything, if you get something from out of here and you need to figure out what to do with it, go over there. Around me that and I'll replace the order.
Oh, good. I'm good. No, I can see, and it's fresh in stock, so we're gonna get you right.
Okay.
No worries.
Okay.
Okay. All right, y'all.
Good night,
Well,
y'all. I'm
it's
gonna stay
been a
on for a
pleasure.
minute. I'm gonna stay on for a minute with them.
Okay.
But
Go ahead.
yeah, let me see if how I can let you go. Good night. I don't know how to let you go. You're gonna have to hang up.
I think I'm gonna X out and it'll let me.
All right.
There we go. Peace and blessings.
Peace and blessings. What do you keep getting deleted? What kept getting deleted? What was you saying? I've been trying to figure that out. All your comments. What was they saying? Have a beautiful night. Thank you so much. Blue heart, 6 hours. All I saw was 6 hours. You right. You love my hair. Thank you. I smell like Pump It Up and curl wax. It's Friday. Tapping for my life over here. Girl. I was tapping too for a minute. You welcome, Darlena. We're going to figure the sensuality thing out. We're going to figure out how to just make you we're going to figure out how to make you into one of those ladies, girl. We're going to figure out how to get you involved with yourself the way you want to really be involved with her. We're going to figure out how you can just lay there and burst in an orgasm just thinking about yourself. We're going to figure it out. We're going to figure it out. They say you can have it. We're going to figure it out how to give it to you. We're going to figure out how to get it to you. One live stream at a 10. I need another one-on-one. Dog! I came late. I'm going to put the video on YouTube tonight. I'll put it up in the morning. I put the video on there tonight. I won't close my eyes and go to sleep tonight until I have that thing up on their YouTube like that. Okay? Let me ask her to send me a selfie so I can put it on the thumbnail so you'll know it's her. Yeah. You serious about a one-on-one? Is it because of what we discussed tonight? This has been a full, if you have a lot of traveling to do, this morning's live coupled with this evening's live, a dynamic duo. A dynamic duo. Me too, Darlena. You will keep me posted on what we gotta make another damn group chat. Oh, we did it. You missed this morning, Wall Street Barbie. Let me see how it's doing on Patreon. If the people on Patreon don't be caring about it, I just make it. The people on Patreon don't care about it, girl. I'll move it over to YouTube. But I was late this morning. You was kind of in and out. Oh, excuse me. This morning was good. It was really, 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 really good. It was really good. I got it out. I got it public on YouTube. It's called Let's Talk About Sex. Nichelle, the car counts came up in a very civilized way. Poor decisions made me late. What the hell do you mean? You had to drop off me so much. It's over there. Car counts, girl. It's over there. I'm reworking the what the do you mean, girl? Right, Nichelle. Right, Nichelle. We so sick of you. What do you mean? You was a cockhound. You see she was quiet with me. You see she was quiet with me then. Stay on my line. Quiet with me this week. sending me hotels and oasis and stuff, spas. Quiet. What happened, Nichelle? She said, I'm too busy liking the live. I can't talk to you right there. I'm busy. I'm doing my homework. I can't stop. You had a rough week. Did you put towels down, Nichelle? She said. Did you at least put some towels down? Oh, wait. Do y'all have anything y'all want to go over with me? You didn't. She said she didn't put no towels down. Anything you want from me? I think, what is it? 9:43, 9:45, 9:50. It sounds like somebody is climbing up the side of my house. Oh, I'm gonna turn this room into a feminine, luxurious feminine sanctuary. If you have any tips for me, I'm gonna look into it. But if you have any tips for me, okay, all right, wonderful. Okay, y'all don't have nothing for me. Okay, I'm gonna download the live, put it on YouTube. You can watch them together. You can watch Let's Talk About Sex and Sensuality with Sirena Royale together. They're excellent to watch together. Watch them for girls' night. Have a kiki with your friends. You can use ChatGPT and it'll give you a mock-up. Of what? Of what? Oh, Nichelle. Oh, now you remember. Oh, good night, Nichelle. Have a good night, Boogie. Oh, I can. Okay, I'll do that. Thank you, Wall Street Barbie. Okay, y'all. Of course, I will be back tomorrow. Okay. I want to make an extra special thank you for curating me. I keep forgetting she changed her name. Kelly Blocker changed her name to curating me. So I don't ever catch a full live. What's in the Patreon community? The Patreon has the lives. The Patreon get the first dibs on the lives. And community. We be over there kicking. I mean, I don't know. If people in here, if anybody in here got Patreon that really be on Patreon, can you tell her about it? Because I don't know. But Kelly Blocker been giving us that good game today. Kelly Blocker been giving us that good game today. If you in here, it's 54 of us in here, and you feel like being bothered, please put a clipboard in the chat. Because we have been taking notes today. Kelly Blocker has been giving us this game down to the ground. Do you have a what's the little thing, clipboard? Do you have a clipboard? If you can't find your clipboard, send her some flowers, please. But plenty game from Kelly Blocker today, girl. Plenty of game from that Kelly Blocker, girl. Plenty. You're a better woman when you walked up out of here than you was when you came in. That would be thanks to that Kelly Blocker. Especially if you was here this morning. Especially if you was in here this morning. Yes. Education. Education, girl. Ooh. And been giving us an education since 6 o'clock this morning, my time. If you really want to get into it. Anyway, thank y'all for the clipboards. You hate I missed it. It's on the YouTube. Lady of the House Media is on the YouTube. Right, Lady of the House Media. That's where it is. Because it's a sidecar to the Sirena Royale live, I'm just gonna make it public. You will watch the replay. It's worth your time. It's good from start to finish. We don't do a whole lot of dicking around this morning. Okay, y'all. I'm going on because apparently I need